You already know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited. Tell the truth
And what?
and shame the devil. I
I
love
love
being
being
black.
black. All right, people, come on in. Come on in. This is the moment that we all been waiting on for Martin G to get back on live and do his thing. I tell y'all, people, it's been a minute. It's been a minute, but we're still here. It's been a minute. I appreciate you guys. It's been a minute. Come on in, come on in, come on in. We got a lot to talk about. And it's a lot to talk about, people. When I tell you it's a lot to talk about, it's a lot to talk about. All right, we're gonna do this thing with where we know how to do it, and we're gonna make it happen. Definitely make it happen. It's a lot to talk about. Actually, let's see. Let me do it this way. All right, let me do it this way. All right, come on in, come on in, come on in. We got a lot to talk about, people. It's gonna be a whole great. It's gonna be a battle tonight. I feel it. I know it's gonna be a battle tonight. Let me find out what I'm finna put up. It's definitely gonna be a battle tonight, and people gonna be fussing and stuff. And listen, I'm just gonna just try to. I'm just gonna stay out the way and let y'all do your thing. Do your thing. All right, come on in. All right, we're gonna do it this way. All right, come on in, people. It's a great debate. It's a lot of questions will be asked tonight. Hmm, I'm sorry, y'all. And it's going to be a lot of questions asked tonight. And I want you guys to come on in, and it's going to. All right, good evening. Raven Harris, Sharice Wright. I see you, Ronnie Johnson. The moment you guys been waiting on. Barbara Cooper, Karen Lewis, Shanita Lanier. All right. Come on in. Come on in. I need you guys to share this video because we need more folks to come on in because it's gonna be tough. All right, it's gonna be cracking tonight. Jessica says it's gonna be cracking tonight. It's gonna be cracking tonight, people. Oh my God, come on in. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. And these are some of the things that separate the black community. And we want to bring it up. I'm going to go through my text and text some people, tell them I'm live. I want you guys to come on. Do me a favor. Do me a favor. Share the video. Tag someone before we get started. It's going to be a great debate tonight. And I want to hear from you guys. I definitely want to hear from you guys. It's going to be a great debate. It's going to be a great debate. And you guys going to be, man, great debate. Come on in. Come on in. I tell you, come on in. Where y'all at, folks? Where you at? Grace Benford, what's going on? I see you. I see you. Oh, wow. All right. Come on in. Come on in. All right. Oh, that's a good one. Put it in Dalton politics. They're going to go crazy. Yeah. I'm live. I'm live, people. Come on in. I'm with some more people to come in. I got to get y'all on in here. We got a great debate. Great debate. A great debate coming in. It's going to be a great debate, people. This is the page I was looking for right here. It's going to be a great debate. Great debate. All right, where you at, Paige? All right, let me share the screen. Is it this one I'm looking for, or is it that one I'm looking for? It's this one, okay. It's going to be a great debate, people. Great debate. Great debate.
Really just terrible. But the problem I guess I have with systemic racism is, I guess for somebody like me.
All right. Now, how we're going to play this, we're going to put a little bit at a time because we don't want to get a copyright. And it was very interesting, people. Very interesting. Let me clear this screen up because very interesting. Very interesting. And there was some great questions asked. And I need my Republicans, I need my Democrats to come on here to where am I moving to? This way. All right. All right. Come on in, people. Come on in. Make sure you guys share. This is gonna be, I guarantee this is gonna be a debate. And I'm taking calls too. I'm taking calls. Multitask. I see you. I know who you are. I see you. I see you. Hey, Ms. MJ, Andrews, the guys you're doing tonight. We're doing great. Come on in. Come on in.
You already know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited. Tell the truth and shame the devil.
Come on
I
in.
love being black.
Come on in, people. This is going to be a great debate. And we're going to play a little bit of it. We're going to, I mean, I didn't even get through all this. It was just so interesting. I mean, it's crazy. This is crazy. It's crazy. I need about another 20 more people. Come on in. Come on in. For those of you just coming in right now, we're listening to this great debate. And I guarantee you that you'll love it. You'll love it. You'll love it. You'll love it. They're talking about black on black crime. They're talking about reparations. And they're talking about a lot of things, people. They're talking about Republican, Democrats, and liberals. And oh my God, where are all my people at? Oh, let me see. Let me see who can I find. All right, let me find. I'm looking for a certain person. I want to text. I got to text some of my people. Yeah. Okay. I'm live. All right, I'm live. Y'all sitting. Wait, this is going to be a great discussion, y'all. I mean, people, I can't play the whole video. So I'm going to play certain parts of it. And I ask you guys, what do you think? What are your thoughts? Good or bad, right or wrong? Okay. I can't play the whole video. I'm not trying to get copyrighted, through Facebook, and not Facebook or YouTube. Angela, what's going on? It was a great debate. I mean, my God, this is going to go down in history. Let me do it like this. Let's see. Let me try to skim through here. Hold on. I don't want to waste time on him. Okay. Black radicals versus 20 conservatives. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I remember her. She had a lot of energy. All right, let's go. Let's see.
Into criminality. Black males.
Okay, let's start this.
Into
like, what is this wage amount? For instance, like if you.
All right, hold on.
Show
we got to play like seconds.
Into criminality. Black males that grew up without a father are 10 times more likely to engage in criminal activity. And so I think one of the—
Can I put a pin right there and ask you a question?
Ask me whatever you like.
What is the root cause of there being less fathers present?
Bad decision making on the part of the fathers. We live in a patriarchal system. Like it or not, men have dominated the socioeconomic, economic, and political power of this country and the world since our existence. So our bad decision-making, especially when we focus on the black community, is the root cause of fatherlessness.
What type of decisions?
Not marrying the women we decide to lay down and have children with. Not being careful with the seeds that we plant in women. No woman can get pregnant without a man planting his seed inside of her. So therefore—
So it's marriage.
Well, that's a part of it. That's marriage is a part of it.
Okay.
But the true piece that I'm looking at is connectedness between familial units. The black community was at its economically strongest while being at its poorest during the segregation era. Prior to 1968, Dr. Martin Luther King in his last speech said that we have an annual income of more than $30 billion a year, which is more than all of the exports of Canada and more than all of the exports of the United States and more than the national budget of Canada. That was when we were economically at our poorest. Yet 85% of our black children were growing up with a father in the home. There was less black on black crime. There was less disenfranchisement.
Why was there less black on black crime?
Because we needed to live together. We had to stick by each other. We had to stick
What
by
was
each
there
other.
also less of?
I'm not sure where you're leading. That's a leading question. I don't like those.
You don't like this?
I don't like leading questions, no. I like direct stuff.
So essentially, when we were living in our own communities, we were also policing our own communities. So we were not being used as statistics in the same way to determine how resources were provided to our own communities. When we were going to the government saying, hey, we deserve because we are supposed to be separate but equal, we weren't saying, hey, we want to be with y'all. We were essentially saying, we want what you are stating we deserve. And that is what all of the efforts of the civil rights movement has been. It's literally just been to say, you said when we got out of the Civil War that we would be considered citizens, and all citizens should be getting equal access to these things. However, you are actively allowing the Klan to harm us. You are actively allowing...
Who's killed more black people, the Klan or us?
I would like to continue my statement. I let you speak uninterrupted.
You did.
When we talk about this concept of who is harming us, we are really making a false claim when it comes to black on black crime, as if there isn't white on white crime. There's also this unnecessary effort to try and pathologize black on black crime in a way that you don't try to pathologize white on white crime. There are white people killing each other every single day. Now, they may be on jet skis in the pictures after they shoot up their whole family, but nonetheless, there are white people killing each other every single day. Now, much of the reason why you may see more numbers in terms of black on black crime are for two reasons. One, the statistics be lying all the time. We have seen
What
this.
numbers? Okay, when you
we
say
have
that,
seen
no,
this
no,
in a real way.
but I have a
So in
question.
New
No,
Jersey.
when you say,
So
when
in
you
New
say that,
Jersey.
what numbers can be trusted? Because with the previous speaker, you
I'm
said
about to
statistics all
tell
the
you
time.
right now.
Okay, so your sources can
You
be
can't
trusted.
such number. No, I'm literally about to give you an example of numbers not being able to be trusted.
Okay, talk to me.
That's what I was doing.
I'm
so,
listening.
Okay, then listen.
Oh, my ears open.
So listen, in New Jersey, they had a statistic that was created by the police department that said, look at how many black people are committing crimes. Look at how crazy this number is. These black people are so exorbitantly violent. Look at this. And then people went and actually matched the names that they were booking with the faces of the actual people incarcerated. Okay. And it was proven that they were lying.
So that's one instance.
That's
Hold on.
one
No, you're
example.
talking to somebody that works as a police dispatcher when I'm not making content. So here's the thing.
I see.
No. You see what?
Well,
the truth is, you're about to see the truth if you just give me a second. Like Trump said, just give me a second. I'm going to do the weave, but give me a minute.
Well, here's what you all keep doing. You keep interrupting me when
Well,
I'm talking, and you don't want to hear the point that I'm going to make.
The point that
and
you're
yet
raising,
you want me to respect your point. And that's not how a debate works. So if you want me to keep getting louder, I will do it. But ultimately, if I show you respect, give me the respect back. I let you talk. I let you make your points. I am countering your points. And my points are just as valid as yours, even though you got a pocket square and a Church of Christ pin on your chest.
It's not a Church of Christ. It's
Whatever.
A cross.
It's a cross. Same difference. You got an American flag and you think you know something because you a cop. And ultimately,
not a cop, dispatcher. There's a difference.
It's a cab all day over here. So let me make that clear. But let me also add to my point. My point is that you can sit here and blame black people on black people all day long and not acknowledge that we are forced into. You're coming to interrupt me again.
I haven't even said a word.
All right, that is flagged, so I'm gonna ask you to return to your seat.
It's a waste of my time. Y'all just want to be seen. I don't need to be seen.
All right, we're gonna stop it right there. Stop it right there. All right, let's get over here. Now, I'm going to ask you guys to let's talk about this real quick. Let's talk about this black on black stuff. Let's talk about this black on black stuff. What's the top? It's a debate. We're trying to see what we're doing tonight is we're doing a reaction over this video. Sarge. Okay, we got Sarge coming in. So Sarge is our first caller. So, all right, come on, Sarge. Well, let's not waste no time. Let's get right into it. Roll your sleeves up. So what was your thoughts of this?
Okay. I had my phone on mute and the touch screen is acting goofy. So
Okay, well
I had to do something to get it.
Okay, you couldn't hear what was being said, right?
I'm with you though, bro. I'm with you.
Okay.
I'm with you.
All right, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do. Let me see something. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to the next one because they was talking about black on black crime and all that.
Yeah, I know. I saw the podcast. I did a reaction video that I uploaded for that podcast.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I sure did.
Oh, so well, can you tell me about
I'm very familiar.
Can you tell? Let's talk about that. What was your thoughts about that? About let me just
my thoughts about it.
Go ahead.
Okay. Well, my thoughts about it is this. Okay. You had the wrong people speaking about the right issues on both sides, not just one, on both. And everybody was trying to give emotional answers and get the gotcha moment. Like when she says statistics are incorrect, the numbers are skewed. And when I was looking at it, I thought about you. I was like, I wish Martin was on there, because Martin could tell her, look, I'm out in them streets literally. I'm the crime chaser.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you can say what you want about the numbers, but for what I see and what I report on, those numbers are correct, okay? They're very, very correct. See, so you could have did the you dig. And with her chip on the shoulder with him is, he said he's a 911 dispatcher. And that's when she started going off the rails in another direction. Now, with the brother that's on there that's talking, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know he's been on about 4 other debates on that show, right?
Okay.
So what, they can't get fresh people to come on there?
Okay. Hey, hold it.
I know Jubilee.
Okay.
Jubilee, I know it, but go ahead.
Hold it. We're going to go to the next call. Hold it, Sarge. 1398, last 4 digits.
Okay.
What's your comments and thoughts of this debate? The little bit we just seen. Come on, 1398. Go ahead.
Yeah, hello?
Yeah, I'm here. Go ahead.
Yeah, I found the conversation interesting, and it actually made me look up a couple stats. Because they were speaking on black on black crime, and it's kind of interesting. But they said that black people? It says right here that black people only make up 13% of America. I found that to be interesting because that's a low number. Mm-hmm. So when you go into the stats, it's pretty much saying that I guess black men kill black people more than any other race. And then it went on to kind of say that since abortions have been legalized, I think that was like in the early 70s, black women have had more abortions than any other race of women. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm not sure where, because they have been saying for a long time that black people are a declining race, and I ain't really understand what that means until I looked at the stats. And I guess this is a debate thing going on. I came in kind of midway, and I've been kind of looking up at the stats and kind of going back.
Hold it, my brother. Let me ask you a question. You said something very important. You kind of stumbled at it. So correct me if I'm wrong. I believe the brother was saying that black people are the number one killers of black people. Then you said, then you turned around and said that abortion, in so many words, is the number one killer of black people.
Yes. It says since 1973, black women have had more than 20 million abortions. Now, how accurate that is, I don't know. But when you look at how black men are killing black men and black women are killing black babies, it's not even. It's way more. We're doing way more harm to ourselves than we try to give credit to the white men to do. They're doing to us.
Okay.
Hey, Martin, if you could tell them about the statistics when me and you read the numbers.
Right.
Tell them about that part.
No, I'm trying to do less talking. I want to hear from the audience. I want some artists to participate. I got you, but you could do it if you want to. I might be able to pull it up too. Let's go to the next caller. Hold on, caller. 2742. I believe it's a female. 2742. Hey, caller.
Hey, Martin, how you doing?
Good. So what's your thoughts and comments?
So, okay, the guy, I agree with him. I agree with him a lot. And I agree with him more a lot because when he stated like the 2-parent household, that I do believe that if it's 2 parents, it's less crime, and only due to the fact that, being a parent is pressure, but if you have another person that's there, especially a father raising his son, that's what plays a part. I just think when they say black on black crime is white on white crime too, but I think also as it's a small percentage of us here, and every time you look around, you do see so many, young black men dying, So I do believe it's other races do crime too, but that's just a small percentage that's keyed in. I also believe that what a girl said that, sometimes the police lie on the numbers. I believe that too. But at the same time, we see what goes on. You get what I'm saying? Like, we see it. So, yeah, certain things they make up and lie about, but it's stuff we see. We see it constantly. We see it, like we said, the abortions too. Yeah, that's what they created those abortion clinics for. They created for black women. That was been said. They created that for black women. But then it's like, okay, do I have a baby, or do I bring another fatherless child into this society? So it's kind of like a triple-edged sword, because it's like, do you abort the baby, or do you bring another baby here without a father? And 7% of black women households has no father. So that plays the part in everything that man's saying. Like, the family structure is the problem in the black community. That's what it's just a family structure. It ain't necessarily about money, because he was saying, like, even when it was segregation, black people still were together. It's the family structure that's tearing our race apart. It's not about money. It's not about materialistic things. It's family structure. If there's no structure there, then how does a community grow? You need man and woman to build their family. And I think that's just the whole thing that's getting neglected across all the way across the board. It has nothing to do with money. It has nothing to do with finance. It just has to do with you raising your kids. A father being there, even if he's not living exactly in the home, a father needs to be there to raise his son, to teach him how to be a man. And that's the problem. A lot of them don't know how to be a man.
Hold it. You've been there. Hold it, Carl. Yeah, hold it, Carl. Okay, go ahead. Ask the question real quick. Go ahead, real quick. What's the question?
I want to ask her a question, because I'm trying to see, okay, and this is not a blame game thing, so we're not going to do that. But if you could, who would you apply that, who is more responsible, for breaking up the family structure or walking away?
You mean who's more responsible? I mean, it goes this way, like, I guess, I feel like it's both of them, because a lot of times when men and women have kids, they don't even know each other. It's both of them. They don't even know each other. They just land with each other. They don't know each other, so I can't blame the woman. I can't blame the man. We don't really know each other. We having sex, making babies. Now I can't stand you because I never knew you. So it's both of us. It's not just men. It's both of us.
I think I know where he's going, but I think I know where he's going. Yeah, I'm trying to be quiet and let you guys what he's trying to say. What he's trying to say. Now correct me if I'm wrong, brother. Correct me if I'm wrong. What he's trying to say is
women kick the black man out the house.
Oh yeah. That's where he's going. That's where he was going. That's where he was going.
The women on that. Yeah, I believe that. Yeah.
Well, you know what?
Government.
No, you know what, Martin? I wasn't even really going there. That was partially why I was going, but I think it's I think sometimes when we had these type of conversations, we get to, everybody's situation is not the same, and blase. When it's something going on between the black men and black women where we not seeing
Okay. All right.
Is it about money? Is it about money? Is it about all these other things? I don't know, but I have heard that.
All right. The line. I have heard that. The phone call is getting longer and longer and longer, y'all. Y'all hold on. I get it, because they call it. There's gonna be fighting tonight. 3239. 3239. It's getting longer and longer. Come on, go ahead.
Hello. What's up, Mark?
What's up, man? What's your comment or thought, bro?
Oh no, I was just responding to what I heard, what I was hearing them saying.
Okay, well, go ahead.
I was just gonna add my input. So my whole thing is, it's a lack of knowledge that is killing the black people. It's a lack of knowledge of why black people are killing each other. Because knowledge is light, darkness is emotion, and emotion without knowledge is chaos, right? So you can't blame the black man or the black woman for not having the correct, which is the right knowledge to make the right decisions that keep a house together. So and when you're making children out of intensity, which creates good sex, that don't create marriage. See, marriage is, we love to be around each other because we feel safe, we feel secure, we feel like we get along. Anybody can just have sex and go to war. You know what I'm saying? And it's enjoyable. But when the sex is over with, we can't get along. And a child comes from that. And when you have a child from that situation, the child gonna have a lot of insecurities, a lot of issues, because mother and daddy is not compatible. And that's gonna come up in the child's behavior. In the Bible, it says our people perish, which is self-destruct for lack of knowledge. And so the only solution is to get knowledge, which is information, you know what I'm saying, on our spiritual self, our higher self, because the money, see, when a person like you, when a woman loves a man, she wants to be around that man all the time. And that's because he feels safe. And so he needs to create a family business with the woman that he likes, or even having more than one woman if he has the knowledge to deal with the emotions of both of them. Because a woman without a man that has a lot of knowledge is going to be emotional and stressed out. And the only thing that can reduce her emotions and her stress is the right knowledge to calm her down.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying it's just a lack of knowledge why people is going through what we're going through.
So you say it's a lack of knowledge as well. So what about the comment, the statement when the man made about black on black crime? What's your thoughts about that?
Black on black.
Yeah.
Black on black crime is just emotions without light and knowledge. A brother that has a lot of knowledge and light won't be participating in an emotional black on black crime. But a brother that's in darkness, that's overly emotional because he don't have his father to guide him into knowledge and light, will be doing those activities and be influenced by the wrong teachers and the wrong knowledge. So he competing against his brother that's really should be on his team, and he's not competing against the world that's against him because he don't have the right knowledge.
Okay. All right. Hold it right there. Hold it right there. All right. I think right before you, Bill, I got one more. No, it's Bill next. Go ahead, Bill. Go ahead, Bill.
Hey, Martin.
Hey, what's going on?
The first of all, you put out the stat a while back about crime, and the crime committed by non-black people outweigh most of the crimes that black people have been that was in their stat, but it's not mentioned in the media. And first of all, we are coming to the realization black on black crime is sort of a thing, but it's a narrative that's being pushed by legacy media for years to point the finger to show how bad they want everybody to think about us. Number one, the thing with the crimes that people are committing, and part of the reason that there's a breakup in families is a cause and effect. There's things that's been happening in our community that was detrimental to us as a whole. And people don't like to acknowledge that. You know, not just using excuses because you have a choice, but when your choices are limited, 9 times out of 10, you're going to do what you got to do to have what you want to have. And that's just the bottom line. Yes, there's problems with us that we need to address, but let's not forget the fact that there's a cause and effect. There's a reason that some of these things are happening with us.
Correct.
That's all I have to say for right now.
Okay.
Them facts.
Okay.
And I'll add to what you said.
Okay, go ahead.
The main thing is when you got a black woman and a black man together, right, and they're working yin and yang together. Okay, say the black woman is working for the white man. She got a 401k, right? So that's like a bank that she can invest in her man, and vice versa, right? They can invest in each other to get to a higher level, but they got to trust each other, right? So I'm just saying, when black men and black women come together, that is the only solution for us to get ahead in this world. It's not working against each other, because nobody want to invest in each other. The only that want to invest in us, nobody outside can invest in us. Only we can invest in each other. So until we can come together, who cares if it's polygamy or monogamy? It doesn't matter. The more the merrier. We got to get the beliefs out. It's about us coming together and loving each other and investing in each other, and we can grow and thrive. That's the only solution.
Okay.
Can I say one more thing?
Yeah, hurry up. I got another caller. Go ahead.
There's me mentioning about the narratives that's being pushed. Have anybody heard anybody mention white on black crime or white on white crime? And crimes were being committed against against black people from white people for many years before they came up with the narrative black on black crime. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Now, Sharice, which is your wife, she said black people are the only people that I've heard the term use, black and black crime, even though white people kill white people, Mexican people kill Mexican people, Asian people kill Asian people, and so on. But some kind of way societies have picked up black people. So she has a great point here. So what I'm saying is, why are we as black people, especially you have a lot of black people that's hard on other black people. They're real hard. Now I'm not against that. Okay. But they always say it's choices. I believe some of this stuff is socially engineered. And I always say this simple logic. If you put 2 starving lions in a cage together, they're going to kill each other. They're going to go at each other's throat. So when you starve these communities, these black communities, what do you expect? What do you expect when you put illegal guns in the black community, poor communities? What do you expect when you put drugs in these communities? You said, well, Martin, we have choices. Yes, we have choices. Isn't it a man's and a woman's natural instinct to feed themselves, to get it? So if a person choose not to sell drugs, choose not to pick up a weapon, which is a good thing, but also the flip side of that, well, you starve. You starve. So a person that is hungry, that needs some money, will do just about anything. And let me go to this next call. Yeah, let me go to the next question, next call. Then I'm gonna come back. I got something else to ask you guys. I'm trying not to comment. I just want you guys to comment. I don't want to stand in the way of you guys. 8140. Come on, caller. 8140. I'm sorry for holding.
Yeah, no, it's cool. It's good. I didn't know what you all were talking about at first, but listening, I did want to touch on a couple of things.
Okay.
As far as that black on black crime, I'm not gonna lie. In my earlier years, I found myself using that phrase because you just regurgitate everything you hear when you don't really think about things, right? So he's absolutely correct what he said about black on black crime. It's just one of their tactics to further make black or the villain. That's not the only thing that they coined on us. So we already know that about the phrase black on black crime. As the lady stated from the comment that you read, that you don't hear that about other people. So that's a telltale sign right there. Because we know in many other communities, not only are they unaliving each other in the home, on the streets, at the job, they're also, pedos with the children, abusing their women. We know that these things happen. They're the main characters on Lifetime, right? For the movies that we saw growing up. So it's not that they're nonviolent. They so I don't subscribe to that idea anymore. And the subject of whose fault it is between black women and men, I've actually touched on that subject before, and I think it's kind of played out. I would never sit and talk about, black men this, black men that, because at the end of the day, the black man and the black woman, we both suffered together from the start up until now. So it's not that it's his fault. It's not that it's her fault. But what I will say as individuals, our problem is not money. Because like when you mentioned about, starving a community, let's be real for a second. Now, I don't know what was going on in the 50s or the 60s with welfare. But I know in my lifetime, if you could not feed yourself or your family, even grown men can go down to the public aid office to get food stamps. Okay? So I think that it's beyond just being able to put food in your mouth. Okay? I think that it's more so that we have a problem with hypersexuality. Okay? Our obsession with materialism, the way we practice sometimes low morale. I think those are some of our issues that we have, because as the gentleman stated on a video about how, it was a time when, black families were together, was held together even though they didn't have much. So having access to even wealth is not truly the answer, because if your character is bad, it doesn't matter. Look at all our athletes. Look at all our entertainers and all these people with all this money, millions and billions of dollars. And then look at how their lives end up. So it's more than just having money. It's more than just having resources and wealth. We have to start from within, tackling the issues that we have individually, with our character. Because if you're like, for instance, when you talk about the family unit, right? What woman's going to stay with a man, right, that can stay faithful to her, probably bringing babies home, diseases, right? What man is going to deal with a woman that desires more than he can provide? She wants fancy clothes, she wants to have a big old house. You understand what I'm saying? And she's putting that stress on them. So I believe that we have to fix what's on the inside that's bothering us, not so much of what we're not getting out of the world. You understand what I'm saying? But all that blaming each other, I don't subscribe to that at all.
Well, okay, can I ask you a question, my dear sister, real quick? Don't you think that women and men should take some accountability of their behaviors or why this thing is not working? I mean, there's some accountability that women should take, and men as well. Listen,
I do believe as individuals. I wouldn't even say as a man or as a woman, because guess what? What you can say a woman did wrong, you can tack that to some man too, and vice versa. I'm even thinking, I do not believe it's a gender. Listen, I do not believe it's a gender problem. I don't look at it like that. I don't think it's because of some of the things that women do to destroy their families, men do it too. Okay. In fact, and some of the things that men do to destroy their families, women do it as well. Okay. So it's more so about.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this question.
In my opinion, anyway.
Okay, I just want to ask you this question. Do you think, you said you didn't know too much about the 50s and 60s. Maybe I can just pose the question to somebody else.
As far as
okay.
wealth, I'm talking about as far as wealth. No, I said as far as welfare and such is concerned.
Okay, now do you know,
my lifetime.
Okay, do you know that there are more white people on welfare than blacks?
They say, I'm not here to debate none of that.
No. I'm just asking you.
Martin, that's unfair.
I've heard of that, and I'm not debating that. I'm sure it is.
Martin, that's unfair. That's unfair. Let me tell you why. Because it's way more white people in America than it is black people. I just told we only make up 13%. So of course, it's it's gonna be more of other people in whatever area than it is us. It's not.
I mean, that makes sense too.
Yeah, we are a declining race. We know we don't make up that much of America, so of course it's gonna be more any other race doing anything besides us. But the fact that we only make up 13% of America, but we make up 30% in prison or majority of abortions, that's to me the real. You gotta underline that because that's real important. When you speak about materialism and all that, I ain't gonna lie. They didn't make black men materialists. They made our women materialistic, and they looked at us to provide those things for them. And then when we can't provide them things for them, then what? We nothing. We broke. We all.
But if the man is picking the wrong woman, then he gonna get that headache. But if he have the knowledge and the wisdom to pick the right woman, which is a wife, then he have a good foundation.
But hold on. But let me backtrack what you're saying now. It ain't all because of the woman. Think about it. Do you really believe that when black men and women were so-called free, that the black man didn't desire to have the status of a white man, to be walking around in his clothes, to be walking around in his car? No, seriously, let's be real. We know that there was some. Because think about it. How is it that you had so many traitors? How did you have so many black men that were willing? And I say men only because men were allowed to do things women weren't. So there's not a blame game saying that men were worse than women. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, how do you think that it was so many black men willing to backstab their own people because they wanted the status or a piece of the status of what white men had? So it's not just the fact that materialism is just doesn't boil down to the fact that women want this and that. It's both sides.
Okay. Listen. This is what I'm saying. Let me just say this. I just want to say this. I know it's getting heated up now. I feel the temperature. It's okay. Now, I just said that the question I posed was, shouldn't both male and female take accountability of their actions because of the black family, because of what we call the black on black crime? To me, crime don't have no color, but crime is crime, regardless. Anybody know the study that crime is proximity. So if you tend to live around a certain race, that's who you're going to be first to commit crime against. If it was mixed, you don't hear about that in mixed communities, stuff like that. So
not at all.
Let me
as soon as we came to the conversation, we took accountability. I started off by saying black men, we kill each other more than any other race. That's right there, taking accountability off back. What she came in and said was pretty much deflecting. It wasn't even about
what she says is making 100% sense to me. I'm in agreement with the sister. She hasn't said nothing wrong yet. And Martin, no, I would have called her on it if she did.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not playing no blame game.
No, I know.
That's my whole point. That's my whole point. Listen, I'm going to say this. That's how we stay in the rut that we're in. That's why we're staying so confused, because they convinced you and they convinced her that you all supposed to be pointing fingers at each other. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now I will say this.
Well, who we supposed to be pointing fingers at?
Amongst ourselves, we can let each other know where we went wrong. Truly, right? Okay. But you can't have this discussion outside. We can't take the exterior conversation about.
She just did it again. She didn't take no.
No, you having a hard time.
Listen.
You're having a hard time
gotta look in the mirror, and we gotta.
You're having a hard time
nobody but yourself as an individual for a lack of knowledge. Our people perish. Remember, people only do what they know, and people only change when they have enough or they had enough. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's like you only can do what you want. You like guys that I know that's being men, they not out here committing crimes because they got the knowledge to know how to move like a man. They don't sit and blame nobody. They use their mind and they figure out and they problem solve, and they got women behind them that support them. No, it's
more than that. You know what? I'm sorry to interrupt you, but you know what? I used to feel that way too, but you know what? I've come to realize it's more than just knowing.
That's one thing.
Something. Hold on. It's something because look, let's be real. Look at the world around you and the people that you know. There's people out here that know better, that know and probably have even probably done better. It's your character. It's what's inside that drives you to apply the things that you do know. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not that all these black folks. It ain't that all of us just don't know a black. Who don't know that it's best to not have a child by yourself? Let's be for real. I don't care what comes out of woman's mouth. You know that.
But
listen,
still have to.
Listen to what I'm saying. It's not just about the knowledge. What I'm saying is, sir, it's not just about the knowledge because this is 2025. Knowledge is abundant. A lot of people know what to do. It's about choosing the right thing to do. It's not about knowing. We are not in the Stone Age anymore. We're not in physical shackles anymore. We're not straight from Africa anymore. We know. We've seen the cause and effect, right? How much that's like going to smoke a crack rock after you done seen 4 of your generations getting high off the crack and ruining their life. But people still do it, right? So it's more than just listen. All I'm saying is it's more than just. It's something deeper than knowing. It's something missing that's deeper than knowing.
What's more
Martin,
than knowing though?
It's the desire.
Okay.
Why don't
Sarge,
you
you next.
desire to be better, to do better?
Okay.
Sarge, go ahead. Sarge.
Okay, the sister is 100% on point.
About what?
I could not, brother, can I speak? Now, she is 100% on point. Everything she said, she ain't missed a beat. And I understand fully what she's talking about. Now, when you talk about taking accountability, okay, each person is their own self, Joe the boss of their own body. This is 2025. So all of that being on the victim Olympic team, oh, look at the white folks doing this to us and this and that, man, later for that, okay? That's a played out excuse. That's just like the kid that say the dog ate my homework, okay? Playtime is over with. You know when you born. Hold on now. I'm getting.
I'm gonna give you a chance.
Hold
on, Sarge, brother. I'm gonna give you a chance to respond. Okay, so just let him talk. I promise you, I'm gonna give you a chance to respond. Then after you, we're gonna go with Marcus. Go ahead, my brother. Go ahead, Sarge.
Okay, now, Martin, all of us, we knew if our brother or our sister in our house, or mom or whatever, if they had money in their doggone purse or wallet and we wanted to go buy some candy, we knew it was wrong to go up in their purse and take that money without their permission. We knew that at home. So don't make like people, they just don't know no better. They just out here willy-nilly doing what they're doing because they don't know no better. That's an excuse. People know better. Kids know better than to take something that don't belong to them at kids. So when you grow up, you do what you do because you want to. Okay, like the cats that was slanging and banging, man, I was just trying to, feed my family and this. Bro, you're driving a Mercedes Benz. How many meals does that buy for a household? Huh? A Benz? Nah, bro. What about that big fat?
Come back to them too.
Okay, all right, hey,
bruh.
Sarge, go ahead, land the plane so I can get him to respond to you. I want him to respond to you.
Okay, now. You're talking about the lack of knowledge and all this other stuff, brother. That's victim Olympic team. Oh my goodness! Come on now,
Sarge. Come on now, no prolonging. Let's get
All right.
I want the brother to respond.
And that's another problem with us. We need to communicate back and forth and not communicate looking for the gotcha moment. That's the big problem in Black America. Everybody want to be right and get the gotcha moment. All of we perish from lack of knowledge. That sounds real cute. No, you got everybody on the Victim Olympics. And Martin and I from the Shire, we remember way back in the day, once you were doggone 18 years old, if you ain't had no money, you could go down to the public aid office and you could get something called GA. That's General Assistance. And they would give you a bunch of tokens to ride the bus and a sheet to take around the different jobs for them to sign saying that you're doing the job search. You had to bring that back into them every 10 days. Now, Martin, am I lying?
You're not lying. Let the brother respond. Come on, brother.
So there you go. Now, brother, you go on, do your thing.
Do your thing, my brother. Come on, brother.
Broke, then you, they got no food. That's impossible in Chicago.
Okay, nobody is disagreeing with that, but you start off by saying you agree with everything she said, and you didn't say one thing. Listen. You didn't say one thing that you agree with that she said. And then you're talking about knowledge. I never brought up knowledge. I was thinking that you brought up knowledge. She disagrees.
Lack of knowledge.
Okay, and she.
Okay, I'm sorry, brother. I don't know who's who, so I'm sorry that I said you brought up something that you didn't bring up. I'm sorry. I didn't know that wasn't you. My bad.
Okay, and she, to be honest, I got on here talking strictly accountability because she started talking about we're not going to point fingers. I think that's the problem right now. We're not pointing enough fingers at people and pointing out, hey, this person is this person. This person is that person. And they need to own up to their mistakes and what they did. If it's not, I got right on here. I think us black men, we always holding each other accountable. You know what I'm saying? I think about accountability every day. So when I got on this phone, yes, that's one of the first things that I brought up. The second thing was related to women, which she did not respond to at all. She just pretty much got on here. Oh, we're not going to point the finger at this person or this person. We just, to me, we do have to start taking more accountability, and and our kids, whatever they did, it's been times in Chicago, somebody that shot somebody, whatever, and then the parent they get on TV talking about my kid was a good kid. Huh? Like, what the hell? You ain't know you was raising a murderer, and you sitting up here on TV thinking, oh, you thinking that's a good boy and all that? Come on, bro, we got to start taking more accountability. That's the only thing I wanted to say. Until we start taking more accountability and stop all of this deflecting, we got to point at this person. We got to point at this person. To me, I'm not even going to lie to you. I feel like it's all about influence. If you look at a lot of our music, if you look at a lot of our old black movie classics, all of that is toxic. And when I can't speak for y'all because I don't know the age is on here, but to be honest, a lot of the things that I grew up and I really looked at, now looking back at it, that was toxic, and that definitely influenced kids to be a certain way.
And you're right, but what I'm saying is the knowledge comes from the Father. The Father is the
Thank you.
He's the light. He's the knowledge, right? So when you remove the light, the knowledge, the Father from any home, the woman is emotion, right? And the woman, when the woman is being the father and the man, all the child got to do is get on the woman's nerves, and she gonna push the child away. And the child go do what the child want to do.
I agree with you.
See, the problem is some men that got a lot of knowledge need more than one woman because the women need the light, they need the knowledge.
Hey, bro, because you're finna go down another road and stay right here.
No, I'm not going this. It's only one road.
You talk about men having different women.
Listen. If when light is talking, listen, because God told, he say, man, learn, get a man of God first before you get a woman. Get knowledge first, so you will be able to help your woman with her emotions and her stress. You will know how to deal with her. If you just go get a woman without knowledge and just having sex, that's emotional. And if you and you don't have the knowledge to be with her when y'all not doing that, you know what I'm saying? So who's
accountability? Is it on the men?
It's the man. The man is the father. The man, listen, bro, listen. The man is the father, right? So he gotta, if he go choose the wrong woman, if he go choose an animal, then she gonna reduce his life with stress. But if he go choose a wife, which is a woman that's compatible to him, that he can give his mind to, and all he needs from her is love and support, they can build something that's compatible, that's not stressed the fuck out. She gonna support him, and he gotta lead her to the light. So
answer the question as far as the accountability.
If my family is broken, I'm gonna take accountability. I'll put it all on my shoulders. A leader gonna put it all on his shoulders.
Bro,
I'm not gonna blame the woman. I'm not gonna blame the woman because I would choose a woman that don't like me.
Okay,
if the woman don't like me, she can't listen to you.
So don't
go choose the woman you want. Go choose the woman that won't you. When you choose the woman that you want, She's going away from you. She want to run away from you every chance she gets. She don't even like you.
Listen, bro, I understand that. And it sounds like you want to put all of the accountability on the men, and that's cool too, because I was just going to narrow it down to an answer. It's either the men or women. You either putting accountability on the men for picking these women, or you're putting accountability on women for being these kind of women.
No, I'm putting accountability on the man for picking the wrong woman that's creating the chaos. Because if I give my woman the right knowledge, she gonna know how to conduct herself out here, because she reflect me, and I reflect her. So if I'm giving her, so if the woman don't want to hear my knowledge and light, then she gonna go out here and create chaos. And ain't nothing I can do about that. But it's my fault for choosing her because I like to have sex with her. But when we ain't having sex, I can't get along with her. She don't want, every time I try to talk to her, she want to get an argument with me. See what I'm saying? It's a man's fault from choosing the wrong woman of lust. Choose the right woman that you're compatible with, that you can build a solid foundation with. It's like when you buy a home. If the foundation is messed up, the house is over with.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, the house is
Okay,
over.
May I explain something about lust?
Okay. It's Sarge.
I'll be 15 seconds. Martin,
okay, go ahead, because I need to get Marcus. Marcus been been very patient. Okay.
I'm sorry, Marcus. Hey, I had some women. They got the goodest whoop off the bam you dig in the world. Would I wife them up? No, but I'm always come back for that comeback nookie. That's lust. I ain't trying to wife that because it feels so good. I just want to wife it. It ain't nothing that feel that good. I want to wife it. I just want to be up in it.
Okay.
I'm done.
Come on, Marcus. Come on, Marcus. Thanks for holding. Marcus.
Well,
I know we said a whole lot.
Second, as I pull it back. I want to say this. What I've noticed is that there's a lot of competition between both men and women, and no communication without argument. In some cases, no offense to the black woman, because I was raised by a black woman. Some black women, they want to give the advice, and they want to give the criticism, but don't want to receive it back. And when they do receive it back, it's an argument. Same with some black men. If we're not properly communicating with each other, how can you raise a family the way it should be raised? We have to accept accountability on both ends. Both men and women are to blame, but not all things are bad things. I mean, you can't be with these kids 24/7. You've said it on your show many times. Some of these kids come from good families, and they still turn out to be bad. They have a mind of their own. They can come from a millionaire family and come in the ghetto and want to sell drugs and do all that crap because they have a mind of their own. So I think also what's missing is in these relationships, we forget about God. There's no, in some of these families, God is like Superman or Batman or Spider-Man. He's a comic book character. He's not real. And that opens the door for Satan to walk right in and cause chaos and confusion in a relationship. The devil loves to break both men and women up and have them fighting each other. And in this case, you have another race that's watching us, and they know how to break us up by giving one of us a better job, promoting them. And now the woman thinks that she's better than the man because she got this job, she got a degree, she got a graduate degree, and she's looking down on a black man. And another thing, as far as finding a woman that supports you, you have to go out on a date. It's almost like going shopping until you find that right mate that you feel that you fit with, and they support you. Both men and women need to do a better job at supporting each other instead of looking down on each other and trying to compete with each other. At the end of the day, you have a child or children to raise, and they're going to go out in the world, and they're going to be socializing with other people in the world. What you teach them at home and they take it out in the world is a reflection of you who raised them. But again, some of these parents have done the best that they possibly know, and yet their kids turn out to go a different way, and they don't the 10 o'clock news.
Can I
Martin.
Go ahead,
can I
Bill.
ask him one question?
Oh, okay. Bill, hold it. Let the brother, Bill, let that brother ask him a question. Then, well, Bill been quiet for, come on, Bill. Come on. Bill, you've been quiet.
That last thing that you said, that parents did the best of their jobs and their kids still go out here and do bad. Do you think that's a minority of black people or a majority of black people?
Well, I can't really put a number to it, brother. I can't put a number to it. I'm not going to put a number to it. I'm not going to say it's a minority of a majority of black people. I'm a both ways. I just can't put a number to it.
I don't understand. I'm gonna just be real quick. I don't understand how it's a bunch of black people raising their kids the best way they can, and they kids we still got the worst community. That's confusing to me. But go ahead.
Well, I mean, also let me throw this out here. It's politics is resources. We have black politicians in office, and we have the worst communities. We have running schools, and we have the worst schools.
No, let's not go there. Let's not go there. We talk. It all starts at home. Don't go where else. No, we talking about at home.
So what you trying to get me to say is,
I'm not trying to get you to say
a number to it.
I didn't say a number, sir. I said majority or minority. I didn't say no number.
I would not say that it's a majority. I would say it can go both ways. It can go on both sides.
Yeah, that's
playing
the fence. That's playing the fence. But okay.
Okay.
No, we don't have statistical data to back that up. We don't have the data.
I didn't say no numbers. What are you talking about?
You said
majority or minority, right? That means you need numbers.
What do you mean by minority?
Yes, they are. Majority and minority are numbers.
Who told you that? They are not numbers.
Brother man. Brother man, I'm giving it to you in 10 seconds. If I got 10 apples and I give Martin 5 apples, who's got the most apples? Me or Martin?
Oh my God. Hey, let me.
Okay.
See,
that was a bad example.
That's the perfect example.
Why do you think?
If Martin has 4 apples, I have 6. I have the majority of the apples. Do I not?
Okay.
Is that simple?
Okay, hold it. Hold it, y'all. Hold it. Bill, come on real quick, then I'm gonna show some more of the video. We're gonna talk about reparations next. Go ahead. Go ahead, Bill.
The thing about that's going on with us as a people is lack of accountability and lack of commitment. Mm-hmm. And I can't just let my brother who's preaching knowledge take you a long way. But the reality, everybody don't have the knowledge, and then some just choose to do what they want. The thing of it is, and I can't take away, yes, a child grows up better with a mother and a father. But there has been for centuries black women, and I got to give them the credit, I've seen it, raise good black kids that went on to be anything from working in a warehouse to being doctors by themselves. It would have probably been better if they had a father around, but the simple fact that they not doesn't take away that they did it. And brothers have to be accountable. Just because you don't want to marry a sister and she'll bust down or whatever, but you done made this baby, you got to commit to that baby. You got to commit to that baby. And as far as what the brother trying to say, going up against Marcus, the stats, and he couldn't give him a number.
I did not say number. Minority or majority? That's not a number.
It happens. It happens. It happens in all races. in ours. Hold on. There's been things said, Martin said, and this is the truth. And I'm a prime example, and he admitted to being the prime example. Being raised with the right, by a mother and father, given some morals and some guidelines and all of this, we still went out and did the unthinkable to our family. Totally opposite of what was conducive for ourselves or our family. That's what happens. You don't know what your kid gonna do, but what you can do is commit to giving them all the tools they need. And once they go out there and get into stuff that I or Martin or people like us got into street life, he will remember the morals that was instilled in him, the time that was vested, and come back around. But if it's not, there's no parent or no nothing to give these guidelines and morals and all of this stuff, he's not coming back 9 times out of 10. It's just going to deepen and get to a point where it's a total disaster. That's all I got to say.
Okay. All right. Listen. I got I want to talk about, I want to go a little bit more back to the tape. So we covered family and things like that. And what we're trying to do is figure out what's going on in the Black community, what's going on with us. And we know
Mark, I spoke on the Black and Black crime, and
yeah,
I went through the numbers. Like, I'm saying we got to be more accountable. And all of this, it's all this. You can do the best. You can do the best. Your kid can still go out here and do bad. It's like, that sounds like me. You just trying to cop yourself out. Like, yeah, I did all I can do. I done heard that from so many parents, and whole time you probably been BS parent. So we just need to be more accountable in these conversations. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, listen. Let me just say this. I understand where you're coming from, and I'm asking, and we're not trying to make this a gender war between the male and the female. I believe we both have to take some accountability of this, because if you look at the Bible, some of you don't believe in the Bible, that's your prerogative. I'm not going to get upset with you. But Adam blamed the woman that God gave him. Mm-hmm. That's what he blamed the woman. He said, God, it was a woman that you gave me. But God told Adam, I told you, Adam, not to eat of that tree, eat of that fruit. He said, but I told you. See? So I'm saying, I'm not trying to play both sides, none of this, but I just want the truth. Get out here, people. And these are things that we have to talk about. Let me go a little bit back to the video. I want to talk about reparations. That's what I really want to talk about real quick. Because some Black people, my cousin Ryan, I'm calling him out. He don't believe that we deserve reparation. Not talking. And let me explain it. He's not saying, he's saying maybe the people that were sold into slavery, they deserve, but us right now in 2025, he don't believe that we deserve it. And if I'm wrong, he can text me, say I'm wrong. But I want you guys to respond to that to me. Now, is reparation, is it a handout or is it just reparations? Because some people think it's just a handout. Some people believe that Black people, all they want is a handout. Now, is reparation, should we get it or should we not? Do we deserve it? All right.
We should get it.
Okay, let's talk about it.
Can I respond?
Oh, okay, come on, respond. I believe
that we should get it. Everybody else done got their reparations. America bombed overseas, Hiroshima, they got their reparations. Everybody got their reparations. Now, some Black people, they think that, if we get reparations, it'll be like public aid and Social Security and all of that. The average Black person don't want to depend on the government, but every other race got their money to start their own business and build their own community. We deserve it. We don't even own our own community.
We deserve a chance to build our own community and to prosper and to leave something for our children to build on and to prosper. And I think that's what reparations is.
Okay.
I think
who's next? Who's next? Go ahead.
I think for a fact we shouldn't get reparations. And to be honest, I ain't gonna lie, we had one chance to get it, and it was a long time ago. And instead of them fighting for reparations, they wanted to fight to be equal. And I'm speaking about the whole civil rights movement. They should have been fighting for reparations instead of trying to be equal to people that don't even see you as equal. That's what I got to say.
Okay. Anybody else want to comment? Anybody? We got a couple of calls. Okay. Let me go to Old Timer real quick. You want to go, Bill? Come on, Bill.
Yeah.
Come on, Bill.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I believe Black people deserve reparations, tangibles, because of foundational Black Americans. That money that was established centuries ago, that we never got a chance to have or share amongst each other, has made many of other people wealthy, and we deserve to have it. As far as asking for it during the civil rights movement, it would have been a good thing, but what if they would have gave it and didn't give you civil rights and was able to take it just like they did, take it back or manipulate the system where you won't have it anyway. Okay. Every Black person deserves tangible behind that, because the first economy that was built in America was off the backs of slaves.
Okay. Now, okay, hold it. Now, Old Timer 224, I'm finna call you. Now, Cousin Ronnie said that, what did he say? I forgot what he said. He told me. He made some good points. He was saying, why should we give reparations and we wasn't in slavery? That's the question. But let me go to Old Timer. Come on, Old Timer 224. This is not me talking. I'm just saying.
Well, yes, sir.
Go ahead, Old Timer.
The brother just stated it. Everything he said, the one that just spoke, is 100% on target, and for that reason just alone, we should be getting reparations. Now, whoever this brother was that told you about the people that was pushed into slavery, well, we the descendants from the people that was pushed into slavery that didn't get paid. So somebody needs to be collecting the reparations from the people that didn't get paid. I mean, what's wrong with them to say that we shouldn't be collecting? Do we know how much further along we would be? We'll be self-independent. I mean, we'll be independent. We'll be just as well leading. And it's so much that Black people can contribute.
I'm on live. Bring it
that they have held us back on that. It's not even funny, and they know this.
Mm-hmm.
But everything the brother just said, you don't see the Japanese complaining they got reparations. You don't see Israel complaining they get money. There's no reason for us to be divided on this issue. Man, this is just the ignorance. I hate to say in the Black community is astounding, but it's just unimaginable, unconscionable that we would make we would have 5 people up there and we have 5 different opinions, and it's not going to, and one opinion is not enough to sway anybody. We need all 5 people going in the same direction, and we, for some reason, don't seem to want that. I don't understand us.
I'm trying to figure out what makes you think that getting reparations will change anything.
Hold it. Let Old Timer talk.
It's giving you what you owe. You see, brother, you don't have to worry. You don't have to worry about going to work from sun up to sundown and only getting $1 for your work. So you getting your $8 an hour whatever you getting all of that. These people worked, and the other people took the bales of hay and cotton and made multi-millions of dollars off it.
That don't mean that.
I'm gonna tell you that. The brother that just stated this. I tell you what you do. I'm gonna stop this on you right now. What you do is you start a company. You start a company that's going to sell, and other people are gonna buy it from you, and you sign a contract, and you say, okay, man, I'm gonna get you what you need. I'm gonna get you everything you need. How many packets you want? You say, man, I need 10,000 packets right away. Now you started off making those packets in your garage, you and your son. But when that order for 10,000 came in, oh no, you done lost control of it now. You need people like me. You need somebody else. I need 100 people right away to get this $10,000 mark, unless that man gonna sue you for breach of contract. They're going to put you out of business because you can't honor your word. So what you do is you go out there and get some dummies like me and say, man, I need you to run the machine. I need you to put the oil in the machine. I need you to be the packager. No. Why don't you and your son do it? That's your company. You and your son do that. And see how far you going to get. You ain't getting nowhere.
Okay, hold
on for a second. Now, when you get that, now you got to pay those people insurance benefits. They're getting hurt on your job. They slipping down and they falling on your job. You got to pay them insurance benefits. You got to pay them health benefits because you got a fledgling company. You got a fledgling company that you got. Now those white people made all of that money off the backs of those black people and gave them $1 at the end of the day.
This is every black person's response when you talk about reparations. They talk about listen.
I'm telling you to speak to what I'm talking. I'm telling you to speak to what I'm talking about.
I am speaking to what you're talking about.
Okay, now I want to hear it. Okay, go ahead. Okay. I want to know how you gonna get that 10,000 packets to that man.
This is every black person's response when they talk about reparations, and they
but I want to know how you gonna get them 10,000 packets to that man without people like me.
Can you let me finish? I'm saying,
all right.
Every black person's response is that they're gonna create a business. They don't even bro. Do they understand that business? That 50% of businesses they damn near don't even last after a couple years. So I don't know why.
Bro, you're not speaking to what I'm saying.
And brother, answer his question.
Let me tell you something.
Answer his question, brother. Hold on, Bill.
You have established the business. You have established the business, Bill. Now you got an order that's coming in to get. You need 10,000 packets to get sent out, and you done signed a contract with the man and told him that you're gonna get him the 10,000. Now how you gonna do it with just you and your son working?
Yeah,
can I say this?
There's no answer for that, but one thing.
Hold it.
One thing, and I will be brief.
Sarge, Bill first. Bill is comment, then I'll let you go.
All right.
There is something wrong with an individual that doesn't, and white supremacy is big. They have built a whole America off of free labor. It's something wrong with. Hold on. It's something wrong with an individual that don't want a group of people, an individual, not to have something that doesn't cost them nothing. It's not coming up. You can trace it back there. Who's gonna pay for it? They pay for everything that they want to pay for. Now, the true fact is America was built off of slave money. That money has been trickled down to corporations this day. There's 3 railroads out to this day off of free labor. There's 3 railroads. They're still in operation. Not to count hundreds and thousands of other corporations and companies in this country that's still in existence off of free labor. And what a person do with it, whether they start a business, whether they go out and spend it on drugs, whatever they do with it, it's theirs. It's theirs. It's something that was denied from their ancestors that they deserve to have, that America even promised. And when you get to calculating the amount of money that was gained off of free labor and the investments that was made off the money from free labor, it has increased. Whether 40 acres and a mule at that time versus now might have brought millions of dollars for each one of those individuals that was freed as black free slaves. It's something wrong with somebody that, I don't care if you're black, I don't care if you're white. It don't cost you a thing. Don't cost you nothing, but you don't want somebody to have it. You can think of every excuse why they shouldn't have it when you were not looking at the truth why they should.
I can think about one, and because we haven't earned it.
We've earned
brother. Do you not hear me that these people that gain off of that, their kids and grandkids was able to have property. They was able to hold on to property, sell land, stuff that we didn't get a chance to have an option to do.
Good point. Listen, good point. And it's other white Americans that didn't inherit nothing from their people, and they have to work their way up.
And we working our way up, and shame on them.
Shame on
shame on them. A white man in this world, and some black people that can't get out here and make something happen. Shame on them. I'm not talking about just poor people. It's just think some of these regular people that have a property that they got from their grandmother or parents. That's only been happening in the last 40 or 50 years. 60 years.
Bill. Let me okay, I want the brother, before you come, Sarge, I want to ask the brother a question. The young brother that responded to you. Can you give me maybe 4 to 5 different reasons why that you feel that blacks here in America shouldn't get reparations? Tell me, I need to know. Just give me, it's a question. It's not a trap question. I'm not trying to go off on you or make you look bad. I just want to ask the question.
No problem.
Okay.
This is a conversation, no problem.
Right.
Well, I don't even think we have proven that we can even control or maintain our family. We can't control. Our community is the worst. We ain't disciplined enough. Why we asking for something that we haven't earned? We haven't did anything as far as outside of some people that do some good in black community, but that's not all black men. Okay. So we asking for reparations when we have done what? But we commit the majority of the crimes, even though we make up more percentage of America. We doing the more crimes. Our women don't even look at us as leaders like that. You know what I'm saying? So what have we proven that we should get these things, or whatever the case may be? Back then when civil rights was going on, I'm pretty sure they showed certain things during that time that made whoever the higher ups is, give them freedom, give them equal rights. We haven't shown any goddamn thing. Asking for stuff. That's crazy.
Hold it right there. Let me read what my cousin Ronnie said. Ronnie said, y'all are scared of those African people that sold your ancestors into the slave trade. How come y'all never address those Africans? When the rubber meets the road is when the energy changes. Okay, let me go to the next call. Okay, just hold it right there. Let me go to go ahead, Sarge. Go ahead, Sarge. I promise you. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Then we got 3 new callers.
Okay,
go ahead.
I'm be brief. I know this is a heavy one here. Now, to the young man that was speaking, okay, My father died when I was 3 years old. And for him working, I was paid the Social Security benefits that he would have gotten had he lived up until I completed high school. Okay? So, do you believe I don't deserve my father's Social Security?
Okay, it seems like you're trying to make this a personal thing. When I'm looking,
I'm not. I'm giving an example.
You giving me your personal example, and I'm not saying.
No, I'm not.
Listen, brother. Listen.
I'm listening.
I'm listening. Go ahead. If somebody come up and tell me a certain situation like yours, that might change my way of thinking for your situation. But we know as a whole, that is not everybody's situation. We have a bunch of black men out here talking about some leaving a legacy behind when they leave, and they ain't left nothing else. So it's like, what are we talking about? That's not majority.
Okay, can I finish?
I thought you did.
Yep. No, I wasn't. You jumped right in.
No, you asked me a question.
I was. Good grief. Can I finish?
Did you ask me a question?
He did ask you a question.
You still talking.
What's going on?
Now, you have a lot of children that parents, male and female, were veterans in this last war, that were veterans in the wars prior to, that didn't make it home from the war, and their children were provided with what? Free college. Their children were provided with their Social Security so that they had that extra safety net of financial stability to take them through life until they became an adult or out of high school, out of college, whatever the case may be. That is the same thing as reparations. If you had these slaves, and you have to be able to prove a direct connection from you to being a direct descendant of slavery. They were promised X amount of money. The 40 acres and a mule translated over into what it is the monetary value of it. Now, that was not received by those who are direct descendants of slavery. That would be like if I go and I have young children, school-age children, and I get into a collision and they don't get Social Security, they don't get a life insurance policy I'm paying into, they get nothing. It's just, bye, daddy.
Cause you black.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, throw that in there too. Yeah, because I'm black. Yeah, got to throw that part in there because I'm black.
Okay.
And
we got three more callers.
That's what I'm saying. It's to repair. That is a repair for
okay.
What happened when?
Okay,
quick response.
I got three callers. Come on.
Okay, well, all right. What y'all have to understand is that, like how Martin just said, it's more white people out here struggling on welfare than it is black people. So why they just
we're not even talking about that. We're talking about reparations.
Okay. All right. Okay, I know. Hold it, Jeff. I'm gonna get you, Jessica. Okay, I got two more calls in front of you, Jessica. Okay, 281. Come on, my buddy. This is my 50-year buddy right here. Come on, 281. Come on, caller. See what he had to say.
50-year buddy.
Yeah, come on. I'm old, y'all. I'm old. Come on. 281 area code. Come on. Is he still on here? Okay.
What's going on, Martin? What's going on, Martin?
Okay, now stop before you say one word. Is reparation do we or should we, those that are black descendants of slaves, receive reparations? Some people said they call it a handout. They think that we don't deserve reparations. So what's your take on this?
Oh, say can you see? Oh, say can you see, man? I mean, it's a whole bunch there, Martin. You got a whole bunch of stuff going. You got a whole bunch there. There's a whole bunch there. Yeah, we deserve reparations.
I'm asking you. Hold on. I'm asking you.
Yeah,
I ain't worried about what they
do. Yes, we do.
I'm asking you. Okay.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. And I'm stuck in like the middle of a paradox here. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm African American,
And I think I deserve reparations, but my wife is Kenyan. And that region of the world sold slaves, you know, and we definitely have a problem. And we can ask for this money until death ears. I can sit up there and blame all my relatives back in Africa. You know, hey, y'all did this to us. Y'all sold us. Y'all gave up on us and this and that, such so and so. And there's many different stories. I don't even think your show is long enough to even get into that. But saying that to say this, my brother, yeah, we deserve reparation, man.
Yeah, tell us why we deserve it.
I'm gonna tell you why we deserve it since you asked that question.
No, he asked the question.
Well, all right, okay, he did. All right, you calm down a little bit. I mean, don't get mad at me.
I'm sorry, it's just they keep on here.
We all need to be respectful over here.
Right.
We all need to be respectful over here. This ain't our show. This is the outlet where we can come over here and voice our opinions, but we must be mindful of the person who's doing the show. And all I'm saying is this, because I may be moving you a certain way that you don't like, and I'm sorry about that. But I'm gonna say that to say this here. Yes, we do deserve it, and there's only certain group of people who deserve it. And the reason that we deserve it is because everybody else has been taken care of, and we haven't been taken care of.
That's not the real reason, brother. That's not a real reason.
Say that again.
That's not the real reason.
I heard stereo. I heard some stereo going on. What's happening? What
He said that's not a real reason.
Well, that's your opinion. You know, and I'm going to tell you something since you open up your mouth and said something about your opinion. When you come over here to an outlet like this, you must be mindful. That's number one. I said that twice. And if I have to say it again, it's a bonus point. But I'm going to say that to you to say this here. Anything that come out of your mouth and anything come out of my mouth is called subjective. It's an opinion. If you got some facts, then you can shut me up. But until then, we can say what we need to say to make our point. And by you jumping in like you somebody in the choir, you need to just pay attention to people if you respect this platform.
Right. Martin, I'm not going to lie to you.
Okay.
They keep saying that we deserve it.
Okay.
The only one reason he said that, I'm sorry.
Okay. Hold it.
You know, he came back in. He came back in as if this is his show. And I didn't even get up. I wanted to make that point to see if he was going to rattle off again like a little old motor.
Okay.
And I don't get your point, though, brother. I'll tell you what, I'm going to do this here. I'm going to shut it down. What's your point? I mean, why are you so adamant about what you say is right?
I'm not thinking what I'm saying is right. It's just, I think you the second person he asked this question to why we deserve it. And instead of saying what we have did.
No. I'm going to stop you. No, I'm going to stop you. I'm going to stop you just like you did me. You can't come in subjectively because you hear a sound bite that you don't like and then you want to twist the game. See, that ain't the way it works, player.
What did I twist?
No, that ain't the way it works. No, that ain't the way it works, player.
What did I twist?
It works like this shit. No, what I'm saying, listen to this, my man, because you don't sound like some.
Y'all get to the point.
Right now.
Get to the point. Okay.
The point is this: we all deserve it, and we don't need to go into these different variables. Why? We already know why. Everybody else has been taken care of, but we haven't, and that's it.
Okay. Okay. Let's go to the next caller. 612. 612. Are you there? Air code 612.
Yes, brother Martin.
Okay,
how you doing?
Hold it before you start talking. Hold it, brother. Hold it. Do you believe that, I know you don't use the word black, people deserve reparations, or it's like a handout? Some people call it a handout. Okay, so I'm asking you, why should we have reparations? Reparations. I'm sorry.
You said it right. Why do we deserve it?
Right. Why do we deserve it? Go ahead.
Reparations. Well, you know what? I'm going to reverse and call it resources, brother. Right now, we need resources. So basically, what y'all have to understand, I don't know how old the man is. Okay. So now check this out. If you consider yourself an African American or black, y'all need to read the Constitution. You put yourself out when you sign these paperwork after 1988. Jesse Jackson, which he is a Cherokee brother with the same card that I have, he have identity cards as indigenous to this land. So they twist the game using him. He did more damage to us than Walter Plackett. So when they misclassify some of the brothers and sisters who came over here, and y'all have to go back to the census of 1843 to 1849, it was only 233 so-called Africans that came through here through the Caribbean, because no ship ever came directly to America. So what they did, they twisted the game. From 1965, they started calling you black. That's called reclassified. Then you have to look at in 1978 when it came out of his mouth over there on 51st and Dresser, we're going to become African Americans. They shut that shit down because those who know, when you reclassify yourself, you take away your lineage to this land. So you people who consider yourself African Americans, your blood and your root, you tell them you don't have no gain in a fight here in the soil, as my ancestors. So therefore, they have to understand what are you entitled to now. From 1972, if anybody can tell me how much money that they paid us so bad, the black hole taxes, they already sent our reparations out from 1972 to 2023, which is $2.7 trillion. Anybody can research right now. So you telling me all this time, y'all from Africa, y'all reparations already been going out the door, just like the brothers said they Moors. We have a treaty with them since 1786. These people collect over $140 billion every 5 years because they got a treaty with this country because they founded our ancestors here. So this is how this reparation game got messed up. Now, is anybody aware of what happened last month in Oklahoma through Brother Simmons and the Creeks, the Muskegee, my tribe, the Choctaw? We just got federal recognized since 1868. And it hurts us because no preachers, no civil rights leaders, not even on TV. No one knows that over 340,000 of us just got classified federal for the first time since 1868, man. So we dealing with this. And from what they saying, we had a treaty, and each of these statutes they broke, we supposed to be granted $480,000 for each statute. So it's 19 statutes that our ancestors signed. So you have to understand, if you are African, American, or black, you do not have no lineage to this land to get reparations or restitution. Because you put yourself out when you get classified yourself.
Okay, so in your own words, do you feel that it's owed to us if we wasn't classified?
Brother, yes. The reason I say that, Mark, because look at the tax situation. Look what the government just did again. They playing in our face. Now we get taxed out of every city. We get taxed out. So yes, we deserve the resources for our elders, for our kids. And if we had the proper resources, brother, all the hundreds of billions of dollars they give in NGOs to these other countries, if we put that in Chicago, LA, Detroit, our youngins can have these jobs like we used to do. Work construction, do something that that is meaningful. Because I 100% guarantee you, that if you put these guys to work for 10 to 8 hours a day, and you let them start carrying assignment forms and start pushing concrete, and they start building, they'll feel like a man. It's like when y'all go down Halsted every day from 95th to 138, you see my lake from 20 years ago. So I benefit from that today. And I'm saying because our black churches and our black politicians in Illinois and Los Angeles, they have did us dirty, man, since 1972. And you brothers and sisters.
Hold it right there, brother. Yeah. I need, let me go to the next caller. Let me get a little bit more. Thank you for the history. I think that's Jessica 424. Come on, Jessica. Got 2 more callers after you. Come on.
Hey, Martin.
Now, hold it. Before you go, do you believe that we are owed reparations, or is it a handout? I know you're conservative, and I know a lot of conservative people believe that they call it a handout. We shouldn't get it. But tell us in your own words, Go ahead.
Do we deserve?
Yeah.
We absolutely deserve. Well, I'm going to say this. Black people are owed reparations. Reparations is a debt owed. That's what it is. Amen. Now, if he says why, this is the reason why. if you look at it biblically, the reason why is if you look at the slaves coming out of Egypt, right?
Mm-hmm.
Egypt had to give slaves, those Israelites. They left Egypt with gold, silver, and all kind of goods. It's not biblical to let people go from bondage empty-handed. That's where the 40 acres and the mule concept came from. Reparations is mentioned several times throughout scripture because slavery was a part of society. Now, of course, the African slave trade took it to a whole nother level of brutality. But in terms of slavery, that is a part of human condition. Okay, now, when you look at the Constitution.
Hold on, Erica. 206, I think that's your phone. You just came in, 206.
I'm sorry.
Okay, thank you. Put it on mute.
I'm
okay.
sorry, I turned it down.
All right,
sorry,
go ahead, Eric. Jessica, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jessica.
Now, when you talk about constitutionally, for that brother that says why, because the Reconstruction Amendments to the Constitution, which was the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendment. Those were the Reconstruction Amendments. And those amendments were specifically for the enslaved. That's what the United States Constitution says. Now, I think we get stuck about reparations when we only see the actual slave years up until 1865, but we need to take also into consideration, like a couple of brothers on here said, about the years of black codes, the years of sharecropping, the 100 years of Jim Crow that went from 1877 to 1964. And you got people on this phone right now who were born in the 50s, or like me, born in 1962. Well, my children was the first generation in my family to be born and not be under any type of segregated system. So to say that these things are so far away, and then if you really want to come even further into current times, if the truth be told, the crack epidemic is another reason why we deserve reparations. Why? You can say all day, did nobody make you take the drugs? They did it on them. That's true. But remember back in the day when Maxine Waters found out that the CIA was the one who put the drugs, the crack and the guns in the black neighborhood to finance that war? So if that be the case, if the people who went to jail for the crime bill and all that and got turned out on crack and all that, they got they payback for doing the wrong. So the government should have to repair for that wrong as well, because we see repercussions of that right now. We know things with real estate and stealing real estate and property and stuff is going on right now.
Yes,
Martin, you know how long I've been down there at City Hall and stuff, fighting for property and stuff right now. So to sit up here and make like all this stuff is so long ago, and to make like this stuff is still not systematic, it's no reason to act and behave that way when you know that that's not true.
I have a question real quick.
We are entitled to economic development.
I notice it's two types of people, maybe three class of people. You have the white people that believe that we don't deserve it. You have the people that's immigrant, they don't believe that we should get it. And also some black people that are what you are, they're conservative. They don't believe that we should get it. Now, I don't understand how a black person that your ancestors, your descendants of your ancestors were slaves. And what about, okay, let me say this. Let me just say this, and I'm trying not to comment because I want to hear from everybody. But let me just say this, Jessica. Now, if that's the case, for 400 years of free labor, all right, they are still enjoying that money. Chase Bank, they was around.
Absolutely.
They're enjoying that money right now. Chase Bank will not even give black people no loans. Yeah, go ahead.
That's why you can't say that it's just about slavery during the time of slavery, for the reasons that you just said, because all of those institutions and those families or whatever, they're still reaping the benefit of that wealth today. Okay, so that goes without saying. But when you say, and just real quickly, when you say people, you don't see why people don't see it. I don't either. And maybe it's because maybe we're too far away from a generation. I don't know. Because if I know my life, then I can look at my life and see why I deserve repair as a member of the Black community. If I look at my parents' life, who are out of the Jim Crow South of Mississippi, and know their life, if we didn't get the Civil Rights Act until 1964, and if my parents and my grandparents and my great-grandparents and great-great-grandparents were out of the South, out of Mississippi, and I know their lives, then how can I talk against reparations? How can I talk against my mother and my father drinking off those colored-only water fountains? How can I talk against my grandmother's family who were sharecroppers? How can I talk against my mother who told me that our real last name is supposed to be Lucky, but her grandfather got sold to a Quinn plantation, and that's how her last name ended up Quinn. So I don't know how I could talk against reparations, because then I'm talking against what my own family went through. And so I think maybe that's the disconnect maybe sometimes. It's that people don't know their families. Maybe they didn't have grandparents that sat down and talked to them about, just life and their life. And maybe they can't identify, so readily with it. I don't know. But I do know if you anything under the age of the age of 50 and older, you ought to be able to put your hands on somebody who was subjected to all of this stuff, including what we're dealing with today. The mere fact that we saw this country pour out money like this for illegals, when we've had neighborhoods looking the way that they've been looking since forever, how can any Black person accept any reason today as to why our neighborhood shouldn't get economic development right now? Why would you accept any reason from the government now? And how can you justify setting people's lives in order that's coming over here that haven't paid a dime into this country? And you find it puzzling as to why you and your ancestry should be
and
set
shame
straight?
the devil.
It doesn't make any logical sense except for self-hatred.
Okay,
that's all it is. So I'm gonna jump off because the brothers, y'all was having a good conversation. I just wanted to jump in and throw scripturally where reparations is from and constitutionally where it's from, so that brother who keeps asking the question, why do we deserve it? That's the answer to your question, biblically and constitutionally. That's why.
Okay, thank you.
Now, for Mark, I'm jumping out.
I got nothing.
Go ahead.
Yeah, okay, old timer. Come on, old timer. Go ahead. Hold on. Hold it. Oh, go ahead, old timer. Hold it. Go ahead, old timer.
I see a lot of aged Black men from in their 40s and their 50s, and a bunch of them have on Yankee baseball caps. They proud to wear them. They wear the red color. They wear the blue color. They wear the green color. They wear all kinds. Now you ask them to put on the Negro League baseball cap, we won't do it, but we'll go and make a white man rich that didn't even want Black people on the team. That's what we do. That's the kind of stuff that we do. We won't wear a Detroit Stars baseball cap, Negro League, with Satchel Paige on it, but we'll go and put something on the team that didn't even want us on the team. Now the Yankees, they didn't even want Willie Mays on the team. And yet we still, here we run around with Yankee caps on, and Yankee caps. Every time I see somebody with them on Facebook, I say, man, take that cap off. Take that cap off, because see, we doing too much. We giving all too much, and we know that this ain't right, but we go ahead on and do it anyway. That's why people don't respect us, because we don't want to uplift ourselves. That's another thing that the Kansas City Negro League, we got all this Negro stuff. We won't wear it, but we wear what the white man wants us to wear.
Okay.
And the white man don't even want us. He don't even want us to wear the stuff. But we want to wear it. Oh man, I'm a Yankee. I'm a Duke Blue Devil. I'm a Alabama Crimson Tide. Man, come on, man. When we gonna get real with ourselves?
Okay. All right, Doc. Let me get.
That's a lack of the father and children to the son.
Okay, hold it.
Can I ask Sister Jessica a question?
Sister Jessica is gone. She got off the line.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah,
Let me. I got 3 callers, y'all. I'm gonna let everybody speak. Let me just get to these callers real quick. 1381, last 4 digits of your telephone number. Come on, caller. Caller, are you there? 1381.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Come on, take me off speakerphone. Take me off speakerphone and Bluetooth. Just talk straight into the phone. All right.
All right. You got me clear now?
Yeah, I got you. Come on, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, brother.
The answer the young brother question, because I was gonna hit on some of the things Miss Jackson hit on.
More real news.
But,
okay, go ahead.
He gotta connect himself to himself. He gotta connect himself to his people.
Okay. Well,
because it's a time. I'm getting to it, brother.
Come on, get to it, bro.
It's a timeline that went on with why we need reparations. You see, from slavery, like you say, to Jim Crow, the crack epidemic, mass incarceration, the media. You see what I'm saying? And as long as you disconnect yourself from saying that, you disrespecting yourself and your people, because it's gonna come a time where we keep on talking about what we don't need and what we don't have to have, and which we are entitled to and earn, is that the unborn children, that's intelligent and knowledgeable, when they get our age, they're gonna be saying they need reparations for drill music.
Right.
You see, it's so from the young brother, I listened to the whole show, from the jump. I've been listening. And when he was talking about the first segment, and he was saying that, it's because of these situations and, this and that. Yeah, it's them situations. That's why we need reparations. Because all these nations got reparations through some form of genocide. We've been hit with genocide right now to this day. Every day we need reparations. And with compound interest, that's why people say with compound interest. I was talking there when I was young. With compound interest, because every day we need reparations. Every day they got their neck on, they put on our neck. Just by the messages they put out in the media. So yeah, you can, like y'all said earlier, you can be a good parent and raise them up, but they looking at that media. Then we looking at them cartoons, we seeing these commercials, we hearing this on the music play.
Can I ask you one question?
Yeah, go ahead.
So those nations that got reparations, right? Were they as bad as our community is, or better? Which one?
Was you were saying was they is you talking about as far as they conditions or what?
I'm talking as far as the people that the people that they are. Do they have a worse community or a better community or what?
Some had worse, some had better, but none had it worse than our people, man. You gotta have some kind of race pride, man. Right now today, look at our people's cities. You can go whatever state you want to. It don't matter, Democrat, Republican. You can play the game all you want. You can go wherever you want to in this country. Who live the most impoverished? The only thing that may look good in our neighborhood is the liquor store, the gas station, and the church.
And just like this man said on his video, a lot of those things that's going on in our community is self-inflicted. It ain't nobody come doing something to us, or no, we doing this to ourselves, but we still asking for handouts.
Right, that's why I say the media of the mind is still captivate people's minds. People comprehend things by what we see and do. If we don't see it, then we won't know it. So when they put certain things in our faces, yeah, that contributes to that. So either way you look at it, brother, we need reparations. There's no reason why we should not be asking for some form of reparation. It don't matter what nobody else has got. We know what we've been through, and we know what we're going through right now today.
we are generations removed from slavery. I heard somebody bringing up Jim Crow time and all that. Okay, that's something that y'all can speak on. I'm not really going to speak on no Jim Crow.
Well,
I'm speaking. You say what?
Okay, brother. Let me just say this real quick. You need to pick up a history book and read it, brother. People that refuse to learn their history are bound to make the same mistake twice, brother. So I was born in '68. So, brother, you can't dismiss what our ancestors went through and what we're still going through presently in this country, brother. You see the different thing, the police brutality, black men getting shot without a weapon. I ain't talking about the ones that had a weapon, without a weapon, getting shot in the back, running away. We see the constant patterns. The brothers said it, more real news said it. The mass incarceration. Whereas we get caught with a crack rock and the white man get caught with a powder, we get more time. They get let off, they get probation, but we get prison time. You can see the difference there, brother. Listen, we're not complaining. Listen, if the law applies to whites, if it applies to black, let it be equally distributed. That's all I'm saying. So we see these things. Listen, 7 people have been hung this year in the United States, and they call each and every last one of them cases suicide. Now we know who have a history of hanging folks in this country, lynching folks in this country. Well, you say, well, Martin, that was 60 years ago, 40 years ago. That's not going, it's going on right now, brother. Discreet. And let me say this, real more news. I learned from being in the media, you in the media, you have your own media. When people see something and hear something long enough, they'll start believing, no matter if it's a lie or whatever, they'll start believing. I got to go to the next caller. I got to go to the next caller. Area code 760. Thank you for holding, call. I got 2 more calls after that. Come on, area code 760. Come on, caller.
Hey, cousin, how you doing?
Hey, this is my cousin.
Oh my God.
Go ahead.
Hey, now I got a whole history lesson here. So, throughout the night, I've been listening to the entire conversation, and I kind of at the beginning was agreeing with the young man, because although my parents, now that I'm thinking about it, grew up in Jim Crow, I really never thought about that in my life. I didn't experience it because I didn't grow up in Chicago. I grew up in California, then I moved to Chicago at about 14. So my experience being Black was different from everybody else's. And then it wasn't until I had my sons, and my sons became like 13, 14, 15, that I was like, okay, I'm feeling real uneasy here about the police. So I want to go back to the few people who came on the line and really educated us. The guy that spoke before Jessica, and he talked about various things about history. I had never heard of that until earlier today. I saw, the Suttons, Mark. I saw one of the young people. She owns a coffee shop here in Georgia. And she was saying to me, Black people were here in this country. A lot of us weren't shipped in through slavery. We were already here. She said that the entire European nation came and fought against Black people to take over them being here in the United States. So it's all these things that we really don't know about history. Now, let me move forward really quickly because there's been a lot of things being said. Then Jessica, oh my God, the things that she said were so impactful. I felt like I was in church. I literally had a history lesson. I literally didn't even start learning about Black history until I was 12. Like, I grew up like, okay, like shoot it up. Like, let's play two square. Let's play tetherball. That's how I grew up. I grew up in a mixed environment. Then when I moved to the city of Chicago, that experience is totally different. And I started learning about Black history. But then that was kind of lost in translation in high school, and I didn't go to college to further it. I was a hustler like my cousin. I was in the street. So therefore, I didn't educate myself anymore about what's going on. In my closing, I recently became a grandmother. Well, my son's wife pulled up our ancestry, and to see the census with my mother and my grandmother's name on there, people I never met. Hearing Jessica today, that dawned on me. My mother and them left Alabama because her brother was being hunted down by white people because he slapped a white boy. So they had to leave Alabama and come to Chicago and start a life. And then today I'm sitting here and I'm agreeing with you, but just hearing the course and the journey of what Black people have experienced. So essentially, you do kind of need to know your history. This is employing me to go and learn my history. One of my cousins is coming here tomorrow. I'm going to be in the box asking her about my grandmother, my grandfather. I'm calling my cousins, asking them about my dad's mom. Like, these people were, my mother picked cotton. I know that. I've heard her say that. But it didn't resonate in me because I was able to benefit from the things that all those people before me experienced. I was able to go in and get a job and work downtown and send my kids to boarding school and college and get scholarships. So I've never experienced all this oppression and all this hardship that a lot of Black people experience. And yes, I lived in the Black community. However, I kept my kids in church. That's a whole nother story. I said all that stuff before. But young man, I implore you to expand your mind, to go and find out about your family, to find out about your grandmother and your great-grandfather. That's going to put you emotionally in touch with, instead of calling it reparations, it's called being made whole. We need to be, now after listening to all these wonderful people and all of their comments, I'm so emotional. Like, we need to be made whole. It's so wrong. It's so wrong. And yeah, I was able to get, go ahead.
So you saying simply learning your history will make you feel that you deserve something that you haven't earned?
So if you really look at it from a whole perspective, it's not about getting something that I haven't earned. It's about them making the entire journey of African American people being here in the United States, making them whole. Because if that does happen, then a lot of these things that we're talking about will change. Before I called, I was listening to service tonight. And one of the things the pastor was talking about is the one thing that keeps people worried and stressed out the most. It's money. See, a lot of these things that are going on in our communities has to do with lack. It has to do with not having money for these kids. They want things. But if we had our own businesses, I could hire my neighbor's nephew to work for my husband's business, and so on and so on and so on. But because when you look around in your community, you're not seeing the faces of people who look like me and you, who are the owners, who are distributing their products and services to you. You're looking at people who look nothing like you. So how much joy would it be in my heart to go in the store and give my money to Mr. Johnson and know that Mr. Johnson's sister owns the grocery store down the street. It creates a community. That's another thing. When I did move into Chicago, I live in a community where the store was owned by Black people in my neighborhood. So I was always going in the grocery store where like the Johnsons owned the grocery store and the other Black people owned the liquor store. Another Black family owned the fish market. It felt so good. We ran around and played. We had block clubs. But then when these transitions started coming through and all the changes were made and crime came in, that just changed everything. I'm tired of going into the store giving my money to Asa and things of that sort when they don't even understand me. They don't even have a great deal of respect for my heritage and my people and things like that. And you're smart enough to understand the concept of the dollar being in the community and what it can do. But think about it. If it's our own people owning these businesses and buildings, how much more pride we would have if these things are ours. So yes, we deserve to be made whole. We really do. So for you, I implore you to kind of learn about your history and then go and read about
community. I'm sorry.
Okay. Now let me hold it. Let me ask you a question, brother. Do you know what reparation means? Do you know what reparation means, my brother? That's what I want to ask you. Pull out your dictionary if you can. If you don't know it, just pull out. Tell me what it means in your own words.
No, don't pull the dictionary out. Define it since you're talking about
it. Right, yeah. Define it.
Wow, now that's deep. That's deep. That's real deep. Say that. That's word.
I do want to say this before you answer that question.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, cuz.
Let him answer.
Let him answer it, cuz. I'm going to let you talk. Cuz, I'm going to let you talk. Hold your thought.
I just want to say this. Okay.
I'm going to let you talk, cuz. Go ahead. I want him to answer that question. Well,
That's on me?
Yes, I'm talking to you, sir.
I don't know what reparation means, bro.
It's on Woody Woodpecker.
No. This is not a joking. This is not a joking moment, y'all. Let's be serious. Just go ahead, cousin. Go ahead, cousin. He take too long. Go ahead. Go ahead.
In the young man's defense, I'm gonna say this and get off the phone. Listen, two things can be right at the same time, even if you don't agree. I mean, he has the right to have his own opinion because his life, how he's lived his life, is creating and developing his opinion. And so our lives have been different. However, sometimes people are more open and more apt to accept information when they can get factual evidence to support it. And I think that as a community, we're still a community here. I still feel like he shouldn't be attacked. I feel like he should be respected. I think that you guys should be advocating and supporting him like, okay, well, you have a right to feel that way. But what we'll do is, hey, maybe we can get together and have coffee and we can discuss this after we've done it. But you got to allow him the opportunity to go and research. He has his opinion, and I don't know what is supporting it, and that really doesn't matter to me. I respect his opinion. Because, again, for me, I was the person who was able to do all these things with my kids without getting any help. So, again, I kind of be looking at black people in the neighborhood like I'm not understanding what's the problem. I did this by myself. So I don't understand why y'all can't do this. I was single. I had my kids in church. My kids were more afraid of gangbangers than they was me. And the gangbangers was afraid of me too. So therefore, I sort of kind of get where he's coming from. I sometimes feel the same way. However, because I respect my elders and then how I became touched, and then I thought about, oh my God, my father and mother, my father was born in 1930. My mom was born in the 40s. So long story made short, nobody has to tell me that they weren't impacted by that. Just hearing what Jessica said, I'm like, oh my God, my parents were impacted by that. My grandparents were impacted by that. So allow him the opportunity to be able to have his opinion, and then he can go and do his own little research.
Yeah, you said that like 4 times
back.
already.
Mm-hmm.
So
okay, all right, come on, 206.
But I'm gonna go because y'all be getting a little bit out.
No, we good. We good, cuz. We good. We good.
And I'm gonna get on off.
No. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for calling anyway. 206. Come on, 206.
You're doing such a great job.
Thank you. 206. Okay, let me ask you the question before you get started, 206. Do you believe that black people that look like you and I, deserve or owe reparations? If so, why?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
The answer is, I got a little more to say than that, but to answer your question, my answer is a wholehearted yes. And the reason why is that they don't owe us reparations only, they owe us the whole goddamn country. They owe us the entire, we're the bones, the sinew, the blood of this entire country. We've earned it, we deserve it, we're entitled to it. Let me tell you why. Let me give you this history lesson. Okay. Now this is important. People forget this. The slave masters were paid reparations. Okay.
Forgot about that.
The District of Columbia Compensation Act of 1862. They paid white slave owners reparations between 1862 and 1866, and they kept paying them. But they kept the numbers off the books, and some legal scholars to this day are still trying to find all the money that they paid to these white slave owners. Britain, the United Kingdom, was paying reparations until 2017. And when they finally, this is British slave owners. So when they finally found out, the people of Britain, that their taxpayers were paying slave-owning families from the 1680s all the way up to 2017, they were outraged, but it was never reported here in the U.S. because those same numbers they're trying to hide. Now, the second issue is General Sherman's Field Order number 15 of January 1865 promised us 40 acres and a mule. After Lincoln's murder, and many historians feel that he was murdered in part because of this Field Order number 15, that order was rescinded, and Andrew Jackson went against Congress to not give African Americans a dime. We were supposed to have received reparations already. My point is, who cares what white people think about reparations?
They had no problem. They had no problem paying slave owners reparations. They paid Jews reparations, and I'm not jumping on Jews. Don't you two don't get mad at Martin Johnson. I'm just talking about the facts. They paid Jews reparations for what happened in Germany in the middle of the 20th century, and America didn't do anything to them. Went over there to Europe and free them, and our taxpayer dollars is not only going to Jews here in the United States, but also going to Israel. Let me end this with a warning.
Damn, fuck Israel.
Hold on, bro. Hold on now. Damn. Let me just finish this, and then you can have the floor. Now, let me end with a warning, okay? Because I missed most of this show, and I have to admit that. Martin Johnson be sneaking these good-ass shows, covert CIA style, and I be coming in after 70, 80 minutes that went by already. But since the few minutes that I've been sitting here listening, you have to beware of this. In these spaces, there are people who are not FCA, who are not African American, that will sneak their little slimy behinds in these conversations and say the dumbest, most asinine things in the world, and they're not even a part of the conversation. I won't name any names, but I think I've heard at least two people who are full of shite tonight, and unless they're sitting and quiet and learning, they shouldn't even be part of the conversation. This is an African-American conversation. This is a foundational Black American conversation. This is our issue. No one else needs to be throwing their little 2 cent in, little garbage in. This is ours and ours alone. And I'll
Amen.
Okay, just before our next caller come, 337.
Who are you referring to?
Okay, just listen. Listen, people, listen. Hold on. Now, before our next caller, I want Jessica text me something, and she said, I just want to say real quick. She said, talk about all the money we were owed due to the inventions that they were stolen. They were stolen. You know, a lot of inventions that we made were stolen by the white man. We know that. But okay, area code 337. Come on, caller. What's your comment or thought? Do we all should we get reparations or what? Caller?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay, tell us why.
Because anyone who has their property, their idea stolen from them, they should have whatever is owed to them, give them back, and maybe a little bit more to ease the pain, you know?
Mm-hmm. Okay, now let me ask you a question. I was talking to one of my cousins today. He was saying that the white people that's living today, they didn't enslave us. So what do you have to say about that, 337?
Now, I do not believe that modern white people owe Black people any reparations, but I do think they should give them reparations.
Okay.
I don't believe it is the modern... Continue, sir.
Go ahead.
I do believe that modern white people are not responsible for the ancestors' actions, but I do believe that an apology, some money, should be given to the families whose heritage has suffered at the hands of slavery and segregation and discrimination in America.
A question. Now, since you said you don't believe it, what about all the money that they have inherited from slavery? Do you think they should give that money up or keep that money and just keep it going? Now, think about that. Now, they didn't put no whip on nobody. And you're right about that in a sense. But they have inherited the money. So the money has been passed down from generations to generations to generations. So they are enjoying the wealth that was made off the backs of our ancestors. And I want to say something clear too. We not only was sold in slavery, but they went over there and kidnapped us too as well. It's a double fold. It's just not one way. So what do you think about that? So if you feel like that they shouldn't pay, but what about the money that they inherit from slavery, from their forefathers? What about that?
Well, that question reminds me of is a story of Henrietta Lacks.
Okay.
Are you aware of that story, sir?
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
Well, for the people in the audience who do not know about Henrietta Lacks, she was, I think, in the 60s or the 50s, if I recall correctly. She went to Johns Hopkins Hospital, and they discovered a rare aggressive form of cancer inside her.
Yeah, we got it. We got it.
And without consent or permission from Henrietta Lacks, the doctor at the hospital took some of those cancer cells to use for research. And when he discovered those cells would not die out of the human body like most other cells would. So without credit or payment to the family of Henrietta, hell, and even an apology, and they went on to make all these medical advancements and profits off this research. Now, I believe that ties into the inherited money, is that no credit or reparations have been given to the people who have suffered to make that money. I do believe that about 75% of the inherited money should go back to the families whose heritage has been affected. Because if you get rid of all the money, then nobody gonna have money.
Martin, can I ask him a question?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
And the young man that was just talking, you can give me your phone number. I just wanted to have a handle to know who I'm talking to. What's your last four?
0660.
Okay, that's good enough. I don't need to know your thing here. But 0660, two questions. Well, let's see.
Yes, sir.
So let me make sure I understand you. You're saying that the white people who weren't a part of slavery, who came presumably after slavery, they should not have to pay reparations. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
If they had no hand in it.
Okay. I got you. Just for sake of time, I don't mean to rush you, but let me ask you something, a follow-up question. When was the Constitution of the United States and the Bill of Rights signed? The one we're living
I believe 1776.
1789, to be exact.
1789.
So let me ask you this.
Yes, sir.
So since these white people, most whites today were not in the country in 1789, do they deserve rights under the Constitution and the Bill of Rights of 1789?
Good question.
Yes, sir. I do believe that they deserve those rights. If you're a resident of America, if you're a resident of America, the Constitution should apply to you.
Okay, so if you're a resident of a country whose wealth was built, the economic infrastructure was built on slavery, then if there's reparations to be paid, how come those same people wouldn't have to pay reparations?
I do believe it is an injustice that reparations.
I didn't ask if it was an injustice. I didn't ask.
Well, could you please rephrase your question? Could you please rephrase your question, sir?
Well, let me just say this in closing, because I hear other people, and I don't want to monopolize time. But the problem, I think, and there's no harm in this, and I'm not. If this is true, there's no wrong answer. I'm not mad at you. But you sound as if you may be a non-black person, as if you actually might be a white person. Is that correct?
Has joined.
Yes, sir. I joined this call. Yes, sir. I am 100% white.
Okay, no problem. But see, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to mute my line and let other people talk. Here's the problem that I have with white Americans. You don't want any responsibility or accountability for your actions, but you want all of the benefits that might even remotely be sent in your direction. If you don't pay reparations, if you're not culpable for paying reparations, I don't see how you should have constitutional rights, a Bill of Rights, a Declaration of Independence either, by the same argument. Most of you people weren't here in 1789, so why should you have any rights?
Honestly, I don't have an answer to that.
I'll mute my line. Thank you.
Okay, hold on. 060. I think I got Jessica. I think she want to come in to talk up a little bit about Jim Crow and redlining, which is going on right now, present day.
I'll mute.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Jessica. 242. Jessica.
Well, that's the whole issue. If you keep the conversation back in slavery, like what the guy just said, I think he said that's right. If you keep it back there, it makes it easy to jump into that path of disclaimer today.
Mhm.
That was long ago. We just said after slavery, you had black codes, you had sharecropping, you had the Reconstruction era that was never made right. Then we had 100 years of Jim Crow that came all the way to 1964. Then we had the crack epidemic. Right now, we have aggressive gentrification.
And guns.
That's pushing us out of our communities with real estate, mass incarceration, you name it. Our educational systems are still currently failing. So to keep saying about things happened so long ago, as opposed to being able to deal with and talk about what's happening right now, I don't understand why that is. But that's a real problem that we having right now in America. White people, white liberals want us to believe, and you see it on the Republican Party too, that's for sure, want us to believe that they so patriotic, so Christian, that they see us all as human beings, all Americans, until you start talking about black issues. Now all of a sudden the conversation somehow derails. Because it is an uncomfortable conversation. Because it is so horrible in the history of this country. But that's what America is. And until that gets made right, America is not going to be made right. And what America is going to do is what we see doing right now, reaching for all this craziness, like these false acts of benevolence, acting like they care about these people, these illegals, so they can keep running the same game rather than making it right with Black America. They want to pull into all these different groups to make these false claims of civil rights rather than making civil rights about what civil rights was supposed to be about, and to the group that it was owed to. So that's where it is now. For a long time, the federal government, white America, America as a whole, could run game when it came to politics because we were so far behind the 8 ball. But as with everything else, we've caught up, and now we're ready to have these real conversations, because the conversation of reparations been around for a long time, since it was 1800s. This is not a new conversation. It's just a new generation that's saying, come on with it, because everything else has played out. And to see everybody getting this money like this, getting this, stepping on top of us like this, and everybody still want to act like they don't know why. You know why. White America has to have an oppressive class in order to remain superior. You can't be superior if you don't have somebody to oppress. And America and the government can't oppress these people from other countries, because America got sanctions, treaties, agreements, all that stuff with other countries. So they got to watch how they treat people that come from those other countries. But that's not the situation with Black people. Our situation is with America's government on America's soil. So we got to fight our stuff out right here, right now, like how we talking about, and reparations is what has to be done. It's a debt that's old. There's no way around it. It's a debt that's old. What's the problem? Why can't we get us? Why? That's the question I want to know, for real, to the white guy. And I'm not picking on you. We just having this conversation. You came into the room, so let's talk about it.
Okay, what was the question?
Why can't we get our money? Why can't we get our money?
Okay, 0660 checks your question.
Well, if you want your money, do you want the original money owed? Do you want a factor for inflation? There's many reasons why it should be given, but there are many factors on why it would be hard to give. And what
were the factors involved that enabled America to give Ukraine and all these illegals all this money at a drop of a hat? With throwing some of them factors. And then we'll come with the other ones. We know what it is. We know it's all that. Inflation, depression, it's a recession, inflation, all that. We already know. But whatever formula that the federal government came up with in 2021, 2023, when Kamala Harris and Biden opened up that border and America found all this money to give all these people, y'all know where we are, run our social security numbers, run our fingerprints, run our court records, run our dental records. Y'all know how to find us, give us our money. Get that,
Tell the truth
that formula.
and shame the devil.
Hold on.
Hold on. That Ukraine formula.
Hold on.
Give us the Ukraine formula.
I want a zero. Hold on, y'all. No, not yet. Hold on. Let me get a 0660 answer. Then I'll let you go. More real news. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, before I answer this question,
yes,
I do want to address the topic of the fact that I am white.
Yes.
I came into this call to have a civilized conversation and to be educated on issues.
Okay.
Not being civilized. That I'm not hearing about.
Okay.
That I'm not hearing about in the news and in the news and the education system. I'm not learning about any of these issues being taught to other people. So I'm going out my way to talk to people on why these issues exist and what should be done to fix them.
Okay, now let me just say this.
Who's not being civilized? Because we don't agree?
Is it civilized? I don't think yelling
it can be. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it is. And right now it is.
Okay, let me just say this. I didn't boot you out the room. I'll let you speak your piece. You're welcome here, even though it's a black space. I have no problem with you, and I want you to speak, and hopefully that you would learn something, and we can learn something from you as well. And that's why I open up the platform so she can ask you a question and vice versa. So, I mean, if you can get over the little yelling or the passion and the tone, if you can kind of, do that, I think you'll be okay. She don't mean no harm, but it's just a passionate. We're passionate about it. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. I overlook the yelling.
Before he do that.
No, sir.
Passion.
Yeah, no, sir. Let him talk. I got him. Let him talk. Go ahead. He's a guest here. I want him to hear from.
I apologize for calling. I apologize for insinuating that it was uncivilized.
Mm-hmm.
I will look past the yelling because this is, like you said, an issue or issues that y'all are passionate about.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'll let the other gentleman talk.
No. I want you to answer the question. I need you to answer the question that she asked you. She asked you a question. You never really.
Could you repeat the question, please?
Go ahead, Jessica.
The question was, how do you think it should be paid, or why do you think we shouldn't get it paid?
I never said.
And you said it would be too much to calculate. You wouldn't know how to calculate it. That was the answer that you gave. And then I said, calculate it the same way it got calculated for all these illegals and these Ukrainians and stuff. That's what you said. You wouldn't know how it would be calculated.
I would like to build up on the calculation issue.
Okay.
First, you got to factor for inflation. Money back then was a lot more valuable than it was today. Second, we have to calculate the heritage. Like, how do we know the person that we're giving reparations to for all this inherited money and the slavery and stuff, right? Is actually the ancestor of a former slave, or they came here after slavery, right? So we got to do all that, and then we got to take money out of the taxpayers' money to give to these people. Now, I do believe that giving money to all these immigrants was wrong. I do believe giving so much money to Ukraine was wrong. I don't believe we shouldn't have given those money to the immigrants, and I don't believe we shouldn't have given as much money as we did to Ukraine. I do believe we should repay Black people for what they're owed for the oppression that they've gone through, but I don't believe it should be necessary. I believe we have other issues to sort out first before we move on to that.
Okay, but if America has not made their original debt to Black Americans correct yet, which, like I said, the Reconstruction Amendment, right? That has not been fulfilled yet. And
That
then,
was a
like
debt.
I said, that was what?
That was a debt, like you said.
Right,
A
right.
debt.
Oh, I thought you said that was the check. I'm sorry. Right, that was the debt. That was the promise from the United States of America to a specific group. And just to show you that it's not, quote unquote, so old, long ago relevant, did we or did we not just see the United States, the current United States of America president, Donald J. Trump? Whether you agree with him being president or not, that's not where this conversation is going. All right? Didn't he just stand in the White House all of within the last 90 days and stand on the 14th Amendment and the fact that it was for the enslaved people in order to save this country in the name of stopping this thing with birthright citizenship and saving this country from all this illegals. So it cannot be so outdated if right now, today in 2025, this current United States government is using that amendment and that same group of people to make the, we're going to say, to set the template for, to have the litmus test for currently. So I don't see what part of that you don't get. It's nothing outdated about it. It's nothing outdated about it. When you got a whole population of people that been over here this long, but if you look at the numbers, our stats are dwindling in places of wealth. These things are still systematic. Just because America don't want it to be, America don't want it to be so. And you got some black people that don't want to have to deal with it because it's too hard to deal with. But it's the only way that this country is going to get right. And to your point of moving past it, look how America has tried to move past it over the years, and America can't get nowhere. If they hadn't been trying to move past it, we wouldn't be having this conversation because they would have gave us our money. The mere fact that we don't have our money, our communities are still looking the way that they look. We're still having these type of conversations. The numbers are still what they are. It means that America hasn't gotten past it.
Martin, can I say a couple things?
Yeah, go ahead. Then I got to get more news. Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. First of all, it's a debt that hasn't been paid, just like Jessica said.
Yes,
on the other spectrum, people that are against reparation always want to bring up the fact that taxpayers got to pay the money. Where's America going to get the money? America can get the money to do whatever they want. If they stop fighting these proxy wars for 3 years, that would cover the reparations for foundational Black Americans right there. The other thing, as far as it being a handout, they've been handing out, I believe it was 216 brought up the act where they Britain has given money to slave owners for a decade, almost a century. But they still give farmers, the same farmers here from America that descendants and slaves, they pay them. If they crop don't come through, they still pay them. They get money. You can call it welfare. You can call it a handout. You can call it whatever you want, but it's okay. But that money is old, and it's mighty funny. People always bring up, especially white people or some Black people that oppose reparations. Well, white people weren't slaves, or you weren't a slave. No, I wasn't, but my ancestors was, and white people don't want to be accountable for it. But what we're saying is we're not trying to take nothing out of an individual white person's pocket. America is responsible for this, but it's mighty strange that they feel and respond with white people shouldn't have to pay for this, which lets you know if you got a thinking mind and everybody on here dig this, white people shouldn't have to pay for it. That means you think that all the wealth is yours in the first place. It's yours. That's the idea in your head that it's yours. If you make a comment like that, stop playing.
Good point. Good point, Bill. Go ahead, real more news.
If you're gonna use my business name, with all due respect, it's more real news.
More, okay, brother. I'm just trying. Hey, listen, brother. Listen. Don't come on here and start that with me, bro. No. Listen. But at least I recognize you. I'm recognizing you. Okay. All right. I'm the host. The host can make a mistake.
Right. But
okay.
Still, you caught. Hold on.
Hey, brother, listen. Listen. No. I see, listen.
I ain't even trying to do all that.
I know I ain't either.
When I be calling on him,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
No, because you didn't even have to say that, brother, the way you said it. You didn't even have to say that. I'm recognizing you.
I said with all due respect.
Right.
I ain't saying bogus. I ain't saying harsh and none of that.
You throwing the whole show off now. The whole aura. Say what you got to say, brother. Say what you got to say. Say what you say.
I'm just saying. Can you please call me by my name?
Say what you got to say. I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call you 1381 now. That's what I'm gonna call you.
Oh, you call me 1381. You can do that.
Okay. Well, go ahead. Get to your point. Get to your point.
If you gonna say my
get to your point, brother. Get to your point.
Like you say, hey, don't call me the other crime stopper.
Okay. All right, I'm done with him. I'm done. He thought, it ain't about him. This is my show. Go ahead, Sarge. Go ahead, 281.
Hey, Martin.
Hold on.
Martin.
Let 281 go real quick. Come on, 281. Then you, Sarge.
Okay.
Go ahead. 281. Go ahead. 281.
Hey, Martin.
What's up, my brother?
Martin.
Hey, how you doing?
Man, I had to go. I'm good, brother. They already shadowing your shit, bro. I couldn't even get in. I had to call Constantinople to get on, bro.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna make it brief.
Go ahead.
206. Thank you, brother, for bringing the facts. Thank you, brother, for bringing the facts. Because the facts will set us all free. There's no lies and none of this. This is strictly the facts. Okay, let's talk about that 40 acres in a minute. We're gonna go by zip codes. We're going to go by where we live. It's 40 acres of land in Chicago, Illinois. It's $40 million. That's what the money we want. Because you could have paid it when it was really nothing. But you didn't want to pay it. The only problem we don't have with this is when the Democrats had it, and this is why I understand about some of the stuff that the blacks voted against the Democrats. When you had the House and you had the Senate, you could have went ahead and passed it, but you didn't. You did us no better than what the Republicans did. So now you see that they're suffering because they put you away. Okay, I'm going to get right back on it. We deserve our money. They couldn't live here without us more, and I told you this on the back line. And if we tried to leave, they would kill every one of us trying to get up out of here. They owe us this money. And if you can print money for Ukraine, like the lady said, you can print money for the immigrants. This is just a printing press. Go ahead and cut the $23 trillion check and give everybody their money, and I promise you, we'll have the number one economy that they ain't never seen in the history of the world, because my people are finally be able to get them some homes, get their kids through school, and treat themselves the way that Americans are supposed to be treated. You're going to treat us better than the Vietnamese. We'll be treated better than the Vietnamese, the Koreans, all these people that you've been brought over here over the last 50 years, and they done come up above us, the Indians, the Pakistanis, all these people who are walking through the desert kicking sand and sandals. Now they over here, they got grocery stores, they got businesses, the stuff that we should be having for ourselves. But we go down there to get along, we get denied. Say, Martin, for the perfect example, I'm going to get off of it. I had $25,000 in my bank account. I went to Wells Fargo and told them I need to borrow $20,000 to get to 25. Don't you know they said they couldn't give me the money? This is how they treat us. But the Pakistanis and the Indians can come over here with zero. No credit cards, no credit report, no social security card. They can go in there and get $500,000, $1 million, whatever they need to open up a grocery store, doing millions and $2 million, $3 million a month. I'm going to land the plane right there, Martin. No justice, no peace.
Okay, Sarge, go ahead. I got another call. Go ahead, Sarge. Sarge, thank you for your patience. I know he's been burning up. Come on, Sarge. Get us.
Oh no! I've been good. Now,
Okay.
if you got a 0660,
It's still here.
I think that's the area code.
Yeah. No, that was the last four digits.
Good.
He's still here.
Right. Now,
he's still here.
Right.
He's
Okay.
still
Now
here.
he said something. Now he said something that made total sense, and if it was actually done, people would be furious. They would be, Martin.
Okay, go ahead.
And he said it's uncalculatable what people should. Okay. Now, and people, you all do it along with me. Martin know that I'm reliable. If you take into account the price of 40 acres and a mule in 1865, which was $140, and you calculate inflation all the way to today, do you know that's not $3,000 a person? That's not even $3,000.
What about with the interest on there? The interest. What about with the interest on there?
See, that's when you get into the uncalculatable part as an interest.
But Sarge, the value of it was one thing back then, and you coming up with $3,000. The thing of it is, the whole thing in a nutshell is what that family could have did. The money they could have made off of that 40 acres and a mule in 100 years.
Okay, bruh, look. I could say if somebody gave me $50,000, what I could do with $50,000 and how much it would end up being 5 years from now. I could say that, but that's not based in foundation with numbers, okay? Martin knows I'm a numbers guy, okay? It's just like you have Black America always talking about, well, our spending power to the economy is $1.7 trillion. Now, Martin, am I right or wrong?
You're right.
$1.7 trillion to the economy. What is the GDP in 1 year for the wealthiest country in Africa? That's South Africa. That's $410 billion. So in a nutshell, if Black Americans only spent half of the money that they spent and put the other half away, Black America could buy South Africa if it was for sale for $410 billion, because it takes 1,000 billion to make 1 trillion. Now, the GDP of the entire continent of Africa is 2.8 trillion, which is $1.1 trillion above what Black America spends in the economy here in the United States. So for people talk about they're so socially disenfranchised or economically or whatever those terms are, but we as a people have an economy that's almost half of the whole entire GDP of the continent of Africa. Come on now, I'm like, make it make sense to me. Make it make sense to me. And I'm a numbers guy. Martin, you know this. I look up numbers. You know?
Okay. Now, Sarge, we'll go back and look at what 40 acres would have brung. No ifs, ands, buts about they might not have had a crop or whatever. No, make it that they had a crop and put compound interest on it like they do home. When you buy a home and you pay double for the price of that home. Come on, man.
Okay. Flip it around like this here. During the Great Depression, and we had the drought in the United States, and all the farmers went belly up because their crops wouldn't grow due to the drought. And it
that ain't our
the worst
fault.
possible time. No, come on now, bro. We talking about situation.
Because you deny the whole possibilities of their future.
No, bro, hear me out.
You deny a whole race of people of their future.
You making it a
You're
black
responsible.
thing.
No. That's what it is.
You can't, you can't make it a black thing. I'm making it an actual thing of things that happen historically, okay? No. Not well, what if? Like, okay, if we what ifing, we could say, what if the Africans, when the Europeans went to West Africa, what if the Africans warriors killed all the Europeans on those slave ships and just burned them down instead of knocking their own people in the head and selling them to the Europeans for whatever the purpose they wanted to use them for?
Okay. All right.
No,
listen.
see, they getting us tripped up.
Because
they're getting us tripped up. They're getting us tripped up on doing what we do. Wait a minute.
Let me give you a history lesson.
Okay. No, listen.
Let me give you a history lesson.
It's just like if you have a lawsuit today. Part of your damages would be compensatory damages. And then another part of your damages would be punitive damages, right? Okay. When you talk about reparations, you're not just talking about compensatory damages in the sense of 40 acres in a mule equals this much today equals that. We're talking about the punitive damages of the emotional harm, the brutalness, all that. It's the same thing if somebody if somebody has a lawsuit today, let's say they have one claim of harassment, right? They have one claim of harassment, and that person can get $25 million off of one punitive claim.
Young babe.
That the actual compensatory damages might be 1 month of messing them up on their job in terms of hourly wage. But you could do something that they say and put emotional distress on them and then end up getting millions of dollars. So all I'm saying is that's how we get.
I'll wait.
Let me finish. I know, because I'm a numbers person too, because I got a degree in accounting.
It don't matter about the degree.
I didn't say it does. I didn't. Wait a minute. I'm not leaving with it. I'm not. Why you keep on interrupting me? What's up with that?
Don't leave with your degree.
Okay, right now. Wait, first of all, wait a minute. Okay, but why can't you lead with respect to letting another person talk? Okay, I'll let you talk.
He's feminine.
Now, what I said was about the issue of we can't just, as it pertains to numbers, because you brought into the conversation about how you a numbers person. And so I'm elaborating on that. If you look at numbers, it just can't be compensatory damages when you talk about how much 40 acres was then and how much it would be now, because we got a lot of emotional harm that would be under punitive damages if you're talking about a lawsuit that's for bigger amounts of money. And those damages have gone on way beyond the 40 acres and a mule promise. That's only part of our damages.
Okay. Now we got a new caller real quick.
That goes right back.
Go ahead, Sarge.
That goes right back to what the guy said about it being uncalculatable. Now, how do you actually calculate how much pain and suffering someone actually went through?
How did they come up with it for the Holocaust survivors? How do they come up with it for any group? In terms of if you're going to do it hour-to-hour wage or something like that, it's impossible to calculate if you're going to look at it that way.
Thank you.
The point is clearly, but I also said this. But clearly America has some type of formula, because we see them come up with money to give these other groups all the time. We don't know how they use those same tactics. So it's not impossible to come up with.
Okay, no.
Like you applied that.
No, what you're missing is the caller. What they were saying is, we as a people, because the government is an entity, it's not a human being. We cannot calculate that, right? That's what was meant.
The Venezuelans didn't calculate theirs.
Oh my goodness! Can I finish a point?
Excuse me. Now, if I want to say something, now listen to all these different perspectives. I would like to reformulate my answer on the original question of, you know, is it owed or not? Now, the new information that it is a debt, I do believe it is owed. Now, I'll talk about numbers. You guys talk about numbers. I did the numbers. All right, so I'm sorry about this, but I need to look at my phone for a minute. So I'm going to go on speakerphone. Is that okay? Is that to go on speakerphone just for a small minute?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Hope y'all can hear me good, but so hold up.
Oh, we still here. We still here.
Yeah,
we waiting on you.
Yeah. So we take the population of America, which is, I'd round it to about 310 million, right?
332, but who's actually counting?
Okay, 332. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, take the population of America, and I looked it up. The black population of America is 15.2, right? Divided by 15.2.
Yeah.
Currently, so that's about 22 million, give or take. And now with the 20 acres and the mule price, about the 20 acres.
No, 40
acres and a mule price.
Right. Go ahead. We got you. We got you.
Mule price being today, all right, about $3,000. So if we take 22 million and we multiply it by 3,000, that's only about 66 billion. That's only about $66 billion. If we took some of that out of our military budget, we could properly compensate for the non-emotional damages the entirety of Black America.
The non-emotional.
Why would we not get the emotional? Right. Well, why would we not get punitive damages?
I double it for the emotional.
Okay, let's hear him out. Go ahead, 0660. Go ahead.
So that'd be about 332 billion. So if we double it for the emotion, that's about how much is America's defense budget?
See there, and I was in the military. I don't know what the budget is right now, but it's a lot. So
it is a lot.
Sorry.
Wait a minute.
Let him talk, y'all. Let him talk. I want to hear him out.
Wait a minute.
Hold on.
Multiply that times 400 years. That was for 1 year. Multiply that times 400 years, and you got a number.
400 years?
No.
I'm confused, sir.
From 1619 to 2025, how many years is that?
No,
from 1619 to 2025.
Oh, goodness. The doubling of it is for the length of time of the emotional damage.
No,
it is not. That's for 1 year, sir.
For 1 year, and then on top of that, 22 million people, Black people, all of those people are not foundational Black. Number one. And you're calculating for 1 year. Even if they just went from 1865 up to now, we talk about over 100 years. And the thing about it, if they had stopped at the point of 1964, 1965, which Jessica and other people on here are trying to get everybody to understand, that oppression went on after then. It's going on today. The brother just spoke about Wells Fargo Bank. I'm gonna give another instance of how this is happening. And I have no reason to lie. I've been banking with Chase since 2012. I went in there about 4 years ago. They get a deposit from my account every week from 2012 up until this was about 2020, I'll say. I asked them for a credit card. I have an ATM card. Balance never went up under. They get a minimum of $2,500 directed into my account, and I got denied. I had money in that bank. Got denied. I turned around to show you how wrong they were. I turned around within 3 weeks, went and bought a $57,000 truck. Mine, I got part of it on credit and was offered credit cards, 4 credit cards from other places. Now, if that's not racism, I can't see it no other way.
Hey, Martin.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Martin.
Go ahead.
There's also another little thing in here that we are forgetting.
What's that?
See, this is what white America also forgets. Some of y'all gonna get paid because y'all look white, but y'all DNA is gonna tell you that you're black. And see, they forget that some of them are gonna get paid. See, they not looking at it and saying, oh, we familiar white, and then they go do the DNA like they're gonna do for this money. Oh, some of you white folks are eligible for this money. Y'all been passing all these years, but y'all are actually black. See, that's some of the things that they don't ever mention in the reparations talk, because some of them are black and some of them that think they black is actually white and they not gonna get paid. Let me tell you who ain't gonna get paid. So since we can cut this number down for these people, convicted felons will not get paid. People born after 1975 will not get paid. There's a cutoff of this time. Everybody's not going to get paid. So we're going to look at about 8 to 10 million true foundational black Americans are going to get paid. And if you got a conviction felon on you, you are not considered a citizen anymore. You're a citizen by proxy. Those people will not get paid. I don't have one, but I was born in 1968. If they say the cutoff is 1964, guess what? I don't get paid. But I'm not going to cry about it because I'm going to see people who deserve to get paid. That number is 23 trillion, Sarge. 23 trillion with interest and damages, and they continue to oppress us. They owe us money. But what's so cold about it, like I said a while ago, the Democrats had the House, the Democrats had the Senate, and we had a black president, and them jokers turned their back on us. Straight up. They could have signed it. They could have did it right on the spot. First order of business. Day 1, January 21st, 2010. They could have cut that check right on the spot, right there. They wouldn't even miss that money. They just printing money anyway. They just printing money. This money ain't backed up by gold. It ain't been backed up by gold since Nixon was in office. They are just printing money. So print some money for us. You printed it for the immigrants. You printed it for Ukraine. You can print it for the Jews. You printed it for the gays. You printed it for everybody except for us. Cut us our check. And I promise you, half of us is going to tear our ass up out of here where I'm up. You don't have to worry about us over here no more.
Okay.
We are gone. Most of us are gone.
Yeah, well, like I said before, and Martin will back me up on this. I want everyone who is deserving of to receive reparations. Yes. Now, am I one of those people?
I agree.
No, I am not. I'm not owed reparations. I do not come from the ADOS, the African Descendants Slavery, whatever, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop, okay? I know this from all of my family background, from the census reports and the this and that and the yada yada that will be used. Okay. Now another aspect of it is you'll have to take into account, okay, those that are mixed, right? Would you just get half? Like the chick that was giving the interview on the video, right? Amanda Sims, whatever her name is.
Seals.
Her mother's from Seals. Her mother is from Grenada. Her mother came here to the United States. Her father is from Boston. He hooked up with her mother. She was born. Daddy was like 5,000 G. He boned out. And her mother was left to raise her. So is she 100% FBA? No, she's only half. Unless her father, who knows if he's FBA, he may be from the Caribbean somewhere himself. You see what I'm saying? So if that's the case, then she gets nothing. She shouldn't.
That's right.
Okay.
Don't tell the truth.
Consideration too.
Okay. Hey, hold it up. 060. What's your thoughts on that? What was just been said? Go ahead.
With the existing, with the issues given that we got to factor in cutoff date, if they're genetically black, all this stuff calculated, I do propose an alternative to solution to pay what's owed. Instead of giving checks and calculating all that money, we use the money to improve the black neighborhoods. We give them
That's a trick. That's a trick.
Hear him out. Hear him out, whether you agree with it or not.
Please hear me out. By way of us paying our taxes. We're
Jessica.
that anyway.
Jessica, they hear him out. I want to hear what he got to say. Go ahead. Go ahead. Hear him out. Go ahead.
Now, I'm not calling for gentrification. I'm hearing about these young black men who live in these bad neighborhoods. They ain't got no opportunities for themselves, right? They got to resort to gang violence, and stuff like that. I propose instead of giving them a flat check, we get rid of the environment that causes all these issues, right? For the crack and drug epidemic, we give them rehab centers and we give them clean youth clinics, right? Which the drugs are provided in a limited amount without the use of like dirty needles passing around. It gives them a safe place to use, and studies show that it does lead to a bit more quitting.
Sir, y'all get out of your emotions. Hear him out, people. Hear him out. Please hear him out. Go ahead.
We improve the schools in these neighborhoods, give these young men and women an opportunity for better education. We teach them about all these life choices they can make and stuff like that. We generally improve the education, right? We improve their homes. Instead of giving them shitty Section 8 housing, we give them real homes to live in with modern plumbing and everything, not stuff falling apart at the seams. We generally improve the environment that they're given so that they turn out with more opportunities. That's as far as I thought to elaborate.
Okay.
With that being said, that's good to a certain extent. Anyway. Right. That's stuff that you've given to white America and other people that come to this country. We're talking about people, descendants of slaves who have endured this to this day. All of this should have been given to us anyway. That's not nothing special. It will help with money being put into different programs, but America, foundational Black Americans, need tangible put in their pocket for what they have endured, lost, and the possibilities that was denied to them. You talking it sounds good, and in the end, who gained off of everything that he just said? Probably a white person, because he's the one who owns the rehab center, which we got rehab centers. He owns the rehab center. He's the one gonna win out of that. Who's gonna let them move into this property? Let them move in and have a good plumbing and all of this. But who owns the property? Do anybody get what I'm saying?
I did not.
I get what you're saying. You get what I'm saying? 06.
Yeah, I get it.
Yes,
okay.
Yes, sir. I did not think about it that way. Everybody else has had those opportunities. That should have already been a given.
That's like paying a kid. That's like paying a kid to clean his room. That's what that's like. That's paying a kid to clean his room.
Yeah.
No. That's a trick.
This is how I look at it. And it gets frowned upon a little bit, but this is how I look at it. Okay. You've got these three definitively sources for somebody to get a come up that's from urban Black America. You have college, you have trade school, you have the military. You gonna fit in one of them three. You see what I'm saying? You gonna fit in one of them. Now, you can't just not work out in nothing at all. Any one of those opportunities that are granted to everyone could be utilized for them to get a come up and do what they want to do. And people want to, no, because see, it's like, there you go, making excuses, don't even want to try. You see what I'm saying? So it's there.
Okay.
But what
We're finna shut it down.
A person,
Go ahead, Bill.
a person,
quick question.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm trying to listen to the question.
Who got a question?
What does a person that deserves reparation,
Okay.
if they screw it up, if they mess it up, that's theirs. That's what they family suffered for, and probably them. Let them do what they want to with it. Yes, there should be money 100%. Put into it. It should be more. I'm gonna say trade schools built in urban areas and things of that nature. But it don't matter if they F the money off or whatever. That's deserving of that's what they deserve. And what they do with it and end up with nothing, that's what they deserve.
I agree with that. 206. Come on, 206.
Quick.
206.
Waste your money. Sarge. Hold
206.
on. Let me just ask you a question. 660, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, two questions for you.
Yes, sir.
Now, earlier you said that whites who got here after slavery should not have to pay reparations.
Well, I didn't
correct?
say that. I agreed with it.
Okay, so you agree with it then, right?
Yes, sir.
So then if you agree that you shouldn't be paying reparations, how exactly do you figure you're going to tell us how we should be receiving reparations and what form reparations should be in and how we should utilize it?
To answer your question,
that's the first of two questions.
50%. My father's side of now my mother's side of the family, all right, they own slaves. Okay, I do believe that was wrong. They should not have owned slaves, and I'm ashamed of that fact. Now, but my father's side of the family were immigrants from Germany during, I think, before or during World War II. So half of me, sir.
No, go ahead. Make it quick because we're about to end the show.
So
come on, 666. You wasting time, man. Say what you got to say.
I'm sorry. I apologize. Now, I do believe that the people who are owed should have like the swaying say in how they are paid, but that is just how me personally, I believe how it should have happened or should.
So last question, and I'll mute my line. What's your primary objective to reparations for African Americans in the United States? If you could sum it up in one statement, what would that be?
Better opportunities and basically the same opportunities as white America. The same stance in society.
About? So how is that your primary objection? That makes no sense. What are you talking about?
So you're talking about all these white men owning the banks and rehab centers. Did you
hear the question I just asked you? And did you understand it?
Could you please rephrase?
Okay, Martin.
Just so I know. Just so I know
it's a waste of time.
Okay.
I'm just talking, Martin. Thank you, brother.
Okay.
I don't think it was
Okay. All right, people, we're going to get ready to end it right there. We've been on here 3 hours. Yes, go ahead. Close us out.
Let me just say this real
You got
fast.
to close out because I'm done. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, wait a minute. I just want to say, when we start talking about what the Black community needs, I think it's unfair to class it all in one group of people. There are some Black people that are looking for business loans, home loans. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's not looking for, everybody needs are not the same. There are some that need the services like the 606 describe. But there's some Black people that don't need those services. We need business loans. We need our home loans done properly. You see what I'm saying? We need real estate and our investments and stuff. We need employment opportunities and upper management and stuff like that. Correct. Everybody doesn't need just those type of services. We need a plethora of things as a group. I just wanted to put that out there.
All right. I want to thank all my special guests for coming in today. It has been a great live. I've said we've heard different opinions and different things, and I didn't want to be biased today. I just want to make sure everybody gets the chance to say what was on their mind or what they felt or what they thought was right. So it was some interesting on both sides. But my stance is I believe that we should receive reparations. That's me personally. And I believe that deep down in my heart. I've always said that. I've always stood with that. And I agree with Bill 100%. I don't care if they want to dope it off or ice it out with some jewelry or buy some cars. It's whatever. Because when you work on these jobs, what you do with your check is your business. It's your business. If you want to go to the gambling boat or the casino, or if you want to trick out with women and drugs and alcohol, that's your money. It's in your possession. So I'm not worried about, I'm not the type of Black person, hate to see income tax time come around when Black people get an extra few dollars change in their pocket. They get upset. They get upset. I'm not afraid to see another Black man or woman to win. I'm not afraid of it. Nor I'm jealous of any man when it's time to shine, period. I'm not jealous of Sarge because he got a Mercedes in the garage. He live in a $500,000 home or got a nice bank account, a retirement income. I'm glad for him. Whether he considers himself a foundation American, Black American, not. I'm happy for him. I'm happy for him. Amen. Didn't nobody die and give him nothing. He worked for it. He sacrificed for it. He labored for it. So when it comes to reparation, it's not a handout. It's a debt that should be paid. There's a difference than a handout and a debt. So I don't want nobody thinking it's a handout. It's not a handout at all. And we're not begging. Just pay us the money that you owe us. That's all I'm saying. Period.
Amen.
Amen. All right, people. Y'all already know what it is.
Great show, Martin.
You already know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited. Tell the truth and shame the devil. I love being Black.
All right, people, leave with some sense of pride. Love yourself. Fall in love with your kinky hair, your full lips, and your broad nose, and your beautiful light, bright, dark brown, mocha black complexion. Peace out. Thank you so much.